Content.
Look, don't pull that face at me. Look. Stop judging me. Okay, so the official advice from BritLab is that maybe we should draw the line at DNA. If we're looking to not have common DNA, doesn't that mean we need to, like, reproduce with, like, a banana or something? It's one of those things where, like, everything's common to your DNA. Everything's incest. If I literally reproduced with, like, an ant, that would basically be incest, right? I think I've clearly understood the topic entirely. Right, Crusader Kings 3. Let's marry some fucking ants into the royal family. I've got an idea. The voices in my brain tell me to marry some ants. I'm so glad that my dad's mother was my niece's sister's brother, and so on. Good day there, mates. Keep your distance now, though. In my space, bogans ain't allowed, so stay 10 feet right back from His Majesty. The tragedy is real, no pictures or tapestries. I'm old school, laying fire on French fools, rapping on a steam-powered mic, ain't that cool, whatever. Your thoughts don't matter to this fella. Sardinia was a dump, but thanks to me, it's top stellar. And so on. We're back at it again. Just unplugging the brain. We're back at it. Just take that plug out. You're not going to need this. It's time for some Crusader Kings 3. The game where they really didn't want you changing the settings. They didn't want to have it be like, well, you're not allowed to change the settings. So they just put the settings menu, I don't know, is this really small? Or is it really far away? I'm being turned Irish once again. Look. I just want to turn the sound effects. I'm going to turn it down. No, you can't even click on it. Oh, it was just a JPEG. They really got me with that one. I was so ready to change the goddamn audio levels. But you know how it is with this bullshit. You don't have to change the audio levels, DLC. Okay, fine. Now, there are various factions you can play as in this game. However, because my bank account is finite, we're going to focus down a faction that's probably not going to hassle us for too much money. And of course, this brings us straight home to our familiar cowering corner, the land of so much promise and so little deliverance. It's the island. Play the banjo music. If you haven't seen my Crusader Kings 4 video, that won't make any sense. If you haven't seen my Crusader Kings 2 video, this won't make any sense. This is a sequel to 2 videos. You need to go back and watch the Crusader Kings 2, the Love Island video, because this is Love Island 2. And you need to go back and watch my Crusader Kings 4 video. You'll find it quite hard to find my Crusader Kings 4 video. It's the one with a picture of Dua Lipa with a bunch of cheap-ass Casio watches strapped over her face as the thumbnail, obviously. So you need to watch that. Once you've watched all of my videos, come back here. And when I start screaming about incest and fertility and child murder, and just generally having a great joshing time with the algorithm, come on in, algorithm, have a little look. Yeah, we got some of this. Here are some keywords for you. Incest, 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 incest. It's a little bit hard to say incest over and over again. That's the thing about incest, that the deeper you go into it, the more difficult it gets to keep going, because your fertility drops. So that it rhymes. There's a little bit of a synergy there between screaming incest over and over again into a microphone and actually having multi-generational incest. And I think that's an interesting metaphysical discovery that we've just made here in Crusader Kings 2, aka Crusader Kings 4-1, back at it again, playing as Island. Although I do note it says create your own ruler. He's here. He won't open his eyes for this shit. He knows he's watching a This Is Content video. Eternally wise, it's the Primal Genestealer of the island. This is going to be how we get our dynasty started on the right foot, and with the right number of feet, too. This guy, I've given him all the traits to increase his fertility. He's 16, unmarried. He's going to have a lifetime of absolutely fucking launching them out. And we're going to have a powerful Tombole dynasty to rule the island. This symbol, by the way, the little icon, represents two different gene lines combining into one as our blood becomes more and more pure. Yes, the Genestealer is ready. Oh, I just realized something. I have to actually play the game. Fuck! I just remembered I hate Crusader Kings. I genuinely didn't think of that part of this project. Oh, I have to play the game? We gotta just take it easy. Take it easy. Look at this guy's shoulders. He's a fucking triangle, this guy. He's so buff. Okay, I had a minor coughing fit, but we're back at it again. Will you marry me? We're opening up the wife catalog. I enjoy the size of the silhouette there. They're not wasting any time. Crusader Kings, it's like, okay, who do you want to marry? Here's the list of available candidates. You might notice they're all your direct family members, a bunch of children, and a few luxurious Mongolian princesses who you're fairly sure are actually catfishes. It's that bald guy from the other side of the fucking island trying to get you into alliance with some breakaway kingdom that got the wrong end of a Kuril tie, and you're gonna go downtown by marriage alliancing into some obliterated state on the other side of the fucking world, out in the DLC wastes that we're too poor to even know about. Crusader Kings 3, the calmest Crusader Kings 3 commentary you'll ever see. To form a line, get your papers out with your fertility score clearly circled. It's time to see who is going to be the island's next baby multiple rocket launcher cannon candidate. But does it actually tell you their fertility? Does it? Wait. Please. Honorable atheist? That could be good. An atheist? Because the thing is, look, when it comes to reproducing, us, like, royal families have this real issue with our godforsaken religion. And it is a godforsaken religion, I assure you. Because, like, our religion says that you can only have one partner, you marry them, and then you can't leave, you can't divorce. They haven't invented that yet. So, like, that's a really bad way to get a pure bloodline, because let's say the one person you marry isn't very fertile, or you just don't like them, or there's some reason where you can't launch them out with the first person you try. It's just over. Goodbye to your dynasty. But what we need is to gather up as many launchers as possible. We need a baby launcher artillery battery right here, and it's possible that the atheists will be more on board with that, especially the honorable part of that title. That sounds good. You seem like a really great candidate for my artillery battery, darling. She's really a woman of a high caliber, if you know what I mean. And yes, I'm talking about baby launching artillery batteries, as always. Fire for effect. Whoa, the big guns never stop shooting, even throughout the night. Truly the horrors of war. Excuse me, I was having a flashback, quote unquote. I'm flashing sideways into other people. Anyway, who else have we got? Our Lord who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Blah, blah, blah. G'day there, mate. Scooby Distance now. And now we're back at it again with another prayer. Alright, I need you to fucking tell me how fertile. Can you give me some, like, sex-ray vision or something? That's a great name for a superpower. Sex-ray vision. Get the Bible editor. We're putting that in there now. And give it to this guy. This buff-ass Genestealer wants some sex-ray vision, and that's what God's all about. Probably. Right, you have to just click here, basically. And now we can see. She's chaste. So right, out. See ya. Oh, I'm in love, Alpha dear. She looks like an Oblivion character. This is ideal. This is ideal. I finally got myself a high elf waifu. Back at it again. She's lustful, fickle, just a fortune builder, and an architect. We're gonna have this rich-ass high elf baby artillery cannon who can also build castles. Maybe we can use the architecture skills to build more heirs. Yes! Wait a minute, why are we relying on biological processes to continue our weak flesh dynasty? Right, first generation has already got insane. They're going to start tearing off their flesh and putting bricks in instead. We build ourselves of brick and stone. Only my family members I'll bone. You can imagine the tavern songs, it's easy. Right, you're getting married to me. I regret to inform you. Excuse me, ma'am, you are getting married to me, it appears. This is just happening now. The children of this marriage will be born into House Tumbley. Chance of children, very high. Oh, and inheritable trait, fecund, fertility plus 50%. Holy shit, we've done it, lads. Yes! This is the ideal start. We are going to be launching them out. The rate of fire on this baby cannon is out of control. You don't have enough ammunition, my lord. Reload. Excuse me. The calmest and most normal Crusader Kings 2 + 1 4 - 1 commentary. What's use a hook? Use a hook. Oh, baby. And they say romance is dead. Look, cast out the marriage hooks. Drag 'em in, boys. Haul in the catch. We got us a fecundin'. Send proposal. And they definitely will accept. They fucking love this because this high elf is just like a peasant. So I'm going to look really embarrassed or embarrassing among like the nobility. But they'll be sorry once they see the barrage. And here she is. She's Catholic, she's Norwegian. But let's not hold that against her. My wife and high chiefess actually pictures you together now. How very nice. Right, there it is. Lost. I think I'm fecund. Yeah, I have fertility plus 50%. She has fertility plus 25%. And our kids might also get that plus 50%. That's going to be really useful. That's going to be really useful. Sway. I can improve her opinion of me. Yes, let's try and sway her. Because if you were to sway someone very forcefully, they might fall over, so to speak. What's another way of saying fall over? Well, they might tumble over, so to speak. If you're wondering what this part of the video is, that's a tumble dryer. Okay, and some more great gameplay commentary coming at you live with this pre-recorded content. Tumble dryers. My wife, there it is. High Chiefess, we don't speak her language, so we don't know her name, is, and then a real cliffhanger. Is she now? The language barrier's really getting in the way. Let's move the window. From behind this window, pregnancy. She's bearing my child. Yes! I cannot wait to hold the babe in my arms. She's launching them out, yeah. But can we get enough range on the baby cannon to hit the mainland? I'm not a doctor, because nobody is, but I've got some ideas about where babies come from. Now, consider the tumble dryer. Everybody get into the tumble dryer. It's time to reproduce. Yes, my lord. What? The kingdom of Norrland has given rise to the peasant rabble targeting me? Me? What do you... All right, everyone, you're good in the fucking tumble dryer if you've stepped to me, my lad. This is going to be our new royal project. Instead of a throne room, it's going to be a huge tumble dryer spinning, with 10,000 slaves running on a wheel to spin the drum. Everyone who's fertile is thrown into the drum. And we see what gets filtered out of the bottom in the end. Oh, it's my fucking rival, the Bish Boy. What do you want? I beckon my Bishop Geoffroy to join me in the circle of brass orbs. No, it's iron. It's a tumble dryer drum. I guess we've made a brass tumble dryer. The great brass tumbler of the island.
This is the voice of the Amount Illuminati. Another reference to my own videos, back at it again with the This Is Content Cinematic Universe. You will keep reproducing until you have produced the amount.
This is how, through the corner of our eyes, we'll spot the inscrutable form of angels. Oh, he's on the prowl for those angels, that bishop. Jeffrey soon takes pause. This feels wrong. These are divine beings, not meant for mortal eyes to see. Well then, my friend, you need only give your eyes to me. So saying, I bit his eyes out, spat them into the tumble dryer, and their essence exploded in a mist of human viscera, only increasing the lustfulness of those already trapped in this spinning pit of hell. I came off looking pious. When I offered to consume his eyeballs, he's like, yes, just as God intended. I mean, God made it really hard to work out what he intended, so I don't really know how to be pious. Is it up here? Our piousfulness is going up. We're considered dutiful, and we're getting towards faithful. The thing is, God's like, okay, here's how you live your life. It's really easy. There's a few rules, there's a few instructions. All you have to do, here's a 10 billion page book. It's in there somewhere, all right, just find it in there. Whatever you think it says, that's what it says. All right, go. He could have made it easier, to be fair. And in there, it probably does actually say something about eating people's eyes out of their skulls, so it's fine. And praise Saint Bridget, whoever that's not God, is it? Is that our God? Praise Saint Bridget. I don't know what God's fucking name is. His name's Bridget. I don't know. Look, I only got to page like 4 of the Bible. I don't read this language. You think I speak Latin? I don't even speak Icelandic or Norse or any language that anyone I've ever met speaks so far. Because I was teleported here from Cornwall, in my whole life I've never met someone who spoke my language. It's really difficult to get by. I must feel like such an alien. Maybe that's the origin story of how I became the Primal Genestealer. I became this monster because nobody can get through to me, man. So I try to get through to them, through their eye sockets, into their genome. I know how to reproduce. Just open your eyes, darling. Excuse me. Anyway, we've got this kid. What name would befit the High Chieftain? The Fecund Pestilence Loinbreaker Magnus. You're allowed to write quite long names, which is going to be quite good. So this guy's technically Cornish as well. Nice, our kids will come out Cornish. Finally, I'll have someone to talk to. He's balanced. That's quite good, isn't it? I suppose. Hooks and potential hooks. Weak hook. Finally a chance to go fishing. Right, attach this baby to the fishing line. I mean, I'm sure the little nippers will have some interest in this. Up you go. Can't barely get any catches today. You're a bad son. You were a mistake. Okay, great. Can I get another one? This is what we need to do now. Just like, so, spouse, eh? Want to do that again? I think I've managed to outsource the child-rearing responsibilities to the wife. We are getting medieval on this ship. This is how you do it, because you can't be raising kids. I'm busy doing
more sacrifices to the tumble dryer.
Important royal business. Oh, and I'm trying to work out how to build people out of stone as well. That's the other thing we're trying to do. And I just swayed her. This high elf really likes me. Surely that will help us launch them out. Although she's a little bit racist against me. She doesn't like the fact that I'm Cornish. Look, you're not even human. You can't come in here being like, the fact that I'm Cornish here is more important than the fact we're married. It doesn't even counteract the fact that we're married for like how close we are. Come on, can you guys stop being racist against Cornish people for 1 fucking second? Now get out of the tumble dryer and just explain yourself. What's going on? I'm inspecting the barracks infirmary when a severely injured soldier's brought in. He took quite the tumble, my lord, if you know what I mean. I know exactly what you mean. To the dryer with him. No, my lord! It's very harsh life here in the court. Anyway, since my wife is nowhere to be found, probably raising my stupid children... She's a witch, you know. Anyway, suddenly, as I stepped out of thin air, my Chancellor, Chieftain... he rolls up his sleeves and looks at me. It was the first time I'd ever seen him, and of course we don't speak the same language, so we can't say anything to each other. Oh, what is this? Mind and body? Go for a run? Spend the afternoon journaling? Take the day off? Fucking reproduce, you insect! This is what the scientists are shouting to their little boxes of fruit flies in the lab. This is me and this Cornish piece of shit. Reproduce for me right now. I need thousands of generations for my great experiment. Okay, fine. He wants to go jogging, to become athletic. No, spend more time inside. Do some journaling. Okay, do some fucking journaling. Write about your feelings. Does it really produce babies if you just throw people into a giant tumble dryer? I'm not quite sure. Fuck off. Get in the tumble dryer, my lad. Preaching unorthodox doctrine? My bishop's average learning skill caused this problem. What? Did the fucking bishop accidentally preach the wrong fucking Bible? Oh, sorry, that was Harry Potter and the fucking Philosopher's Stone I was reading from the old time. Oh, fuck, no, they said this would happen to me. They said I better learn to read sooner or later, no? Can we get some affairs going as well? Seriously, having only one, it's slow. Look, God, we gotta get that Bible. Let's really scroll through the Bible, because somewhere there's probably some little line that we can interpret as saying, like, you should launch them out as fast as possible. And for that, like, as fast as possible, okay, so we need to reproduce with everyone at the same time, right? Why are we doing it just one track, single lane, congested traffic road? I step over the threshold to my wife's office. After screaming about how I wanted a polygamous marriage, my wife invited me into her office. Oh no. I hung my head and slunk over the threshold. I was really, yes, mommy. Sorry, look, I was screaming at everyone in the tumble dryer, hoping someone would reproduce with me. They were doing their own thing, I don't know, spin to win, that's what they say in the tumble dryer room. This translation of Hippocrates is atrocious, she says with a sigh. I didn't understand a word of it, of course. She speaks fucking Greek? Who is this peasant that we dragged into the court? She can read Greek? Isn't that, like, against our religion as well? This is before people were allowed to read things, because if they read things, they would know what it says in the Bible, and that would cause all sorts of issues. It says in the Bible what I say it says in the Bible, okay? Only I'm allowed to read, and I say there's some bullshit about a tumble dryer. It says everyone should have as many wives as possible. No, not everyone, just me. Just me should have as many wives as possible. So that I can have as many possible routes, as many lanes on the road to reproduction as possible. This is a real turning point in the relationship. We can step in and try to translate this thing together. In which case we'll learn a lot. And she'll learn a lot too. Or I'll make a fool of myself and she'll be disappointed with me for a year. And I'll become cynical. Go for it. Take the gamble. We did it! We did this couple's activity together! We sat down, a Norse speaker and a Cornish speaker, with a Greek textbook, and we worked out what it said, guys. It says reproduce with as many women as possible, but only if you are the Prime Genestealer. That's what God said in the original Greek. Everything else was a mistranslation. Everything else, okay? Anyway, as I was saying, can we go here? Look at here's the people who hang out in our house. We've got all these guys in our tumble dryer. This lady here sort of likes us. She's an evil absolver. That sounds good. Can't necessarily do anything with this. I guess I'll sway? Yeah, I can make her like me. That might start some sort of affair. Again, this was my gameplay problem with Crusader Kings 2 as well. A lot of the things that you could do, like, you couldn't actively just do them. There was no option to say, okay, I'm going to try and kill somebody, or like, I'm going to have an affair. It was just like randomly generated events, so you don't really play as your character very much. You have little influence over what they actually do. And I just think that sucks. Maybe I want to start some drama. with this Swabian lass. She's German, another language. Nobody knows what's going on. Everyone in the tumble dryer is screaming in all these different languages. Oh, the bishop's French. I'll speak to my new wife in French. Vous voulez avec moi? L'année dernière, j'aime aller à la plage. Je me bronze. Instant pregnancy. Absolutely no mess. The second you start speaking French to these high elves, they're like, oh my God, get me pregnant right now. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Vous que voulez avec moi, c'est une baguette. Allez à la plage, oh, c'est auprès de la bibliothèque. Back at it again with that French. A stranger is brought before me. She's been waiting outside the castle for a week. My liege, the guard informs me. Yeah, thanks for telling me. It takes a week to get the info back to me, really. Well, madam, your clothes must be very wet. After a week out there in an Icelandic April, yes. Why don't you step into my drying room? Unmarried, I see. And a content atheist. Interesting. You sound like you would have no qualms about any sort of religious barriers to any sort of multi-lane roads to the land of reproduction. Oh my God, the peasants want control. And they're actually gaining power. They only don't like me because I'm Cornish. Come on. Can you be a little bit less racist? Fucking peasant. Yes. The fecund pestilence loinbreaker Magnus lies and tests boundaries. That's exactly what we need. I'll keep an eye on this one. He's charming. Yes. The loinbreaker riseth. But, yeah, just sort of checking out the culture. Both of the two places I personally own fucking hate me just for being Cornish. No policy opinions, like, they're fine with being serfs. Hey, guys, I own everything you do with your life. Oh, I don't care. Look at his hair. It's a bit different or something. I don't know. What even is being Cornish? I don't know what that fucking means. I guess I'm Brythonic because I'm Cornish, so I'm descended from the Celts. Yeah, I'm descended from the Celts. Everyone around here is descended from the other group, the North Germanic tribe of the Indo-European human branch. So they're like 2 degrees of separation different to me, which in practice makes no difference whatsoever. However, guys, we got another one coming out. I stopped my lecture about long-term human genealogies to the stupid fucking peasants in order to have a little bit of quality time in the Tumblr with my high elf waifu, to the miserable high chieftain, the Primal Genestealer. We've been burdened with your oppressive laws for far too... No, we went through this. I don't have any laws. The law is, I'm Cornish. Oh, that's unacceptable. The law says you can't kill people for being from Cornwall. This law must be overthrown at all costs. Alright, once your coffers dry up and your larders are empty, you'll wish you'd treated us more fairly by being of a different ethnicity, you bastard. I guess I could grant a tax lien. I would be fine. I can make an army of... I could have a tax break. I don't have any goddamn money. It just doesn't affect my income. Yeah, just... Alright. Okay. They went away. I think it's now everyone's going to be like, oh, if we go into the king's house and go, Cornish, he'll cry and give us a tax break. We're inviting a bunch of bullying right here. I guess that's fine. Never mind. My son, Cornish people have souls too. Wah! That's your name? Name is too long. You cut out the wah? Oh, what of the wah do we have to cut out? Some of the two? That's it. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, a new son. The peasants shut the fuck up. Life is good once again. So we need to try and convert the son away from being Cornish. We need to give this son a soul. Okay, I don't know how to stop you being Cornish. No! I was too weak. I couldn't build you a soul, my soulless Cornish husk. But what if this stone was a soul? I'll just stuff the stone inside you and it will be your soul. Aha. seeing this display, one of the local courtiers really likes me. She's like, oh, that Cornish king is so passionate. You're so good with children. I see you see you've stuck this kid on a stalagmite and are worshipping the devil. Oh, I'm just trying to give him a soul. You know, he's Cornish. Don't tell anyone. And this convert culture. So, guys, Cornish people have souls too will, ironically enough, become Norwegian. What does that even mean? These, national identities, these ethnicities, just say you're Norse. They don't know that you're they just made that fucking shit up. Just say that you're Norse. It's an identity. They don't have a fucking DNA testing machine. Just be anything. Anyways, back to the racism. Swabian culture. They're back at it again. The commoner of Swabian heritage was accosted in the streets. Why are people so fucking racist? What's this? Swabians are good people. I'll lose a bunch of prestige and there's a 40% chance of someone slightly liking me. Or I can take to the rooftops and scream Cornish or of superior moral fibre, which has no downsides and only increases my prestige. Boom. Guys, I just discovered a new secret technique in our war on racism. Being even more racist than everyone else. You guy? Oh, you hate the Germans? You hate the Norwegians? You hate the Look, why don't you all shut the fuck up because I'm Cornish, bitch. You can't step to me. Cornish, master race. And now, with that rant over, we shall unlock cultural acceptance gain plus 20%. I can learn 2 languages without any penalties. Yes, I'll be more open-minded. Let's learn our wife's language. That would be a nice gesture. 80% chance it will take 8 years. Let's get started on that. I think that's a really nice gesture to learn at least vaguely the language. Actually, I think the Norwegians speak Norse. So Norwegians have only just become a distinct culture from Norse, and they still speak Norse language. So we can use our wife as the in. Learn language, lexical love. Oh, I have to actually do it? Oh, fucking Duolingo Al's coming at me. Oh, so you want to learn Norse, do you? Oh, my dear, the Primal Genestealer. You really are learning my beloved Norse. But obviously I don't know what she's saying in this conversation. This isn't very immersive writing. It should just be unknown, gibberish. She said. I wonder what she said. I feel so appreciated. You're making such an effort to understand me. High Chieftess probably has a name. Right, I'll take any help I can get. Seriously. Oh. She becomes flirty. She's a good, albeit flirtatious teacher. Holy shit! We're gonna be pulling off that student-teacher roleplay bullshit. Oh my God, we're gonna have so many children because of this language learning. Yeah. Or I can say, meet me in my bedchamber naked. She also becomes flirty and she lays with you. Ooh, do we invest in the student-teacher roleplay, which has a 25% chance of making back progress and I get stressed? I think it's safer to just go, meet me in my bedchamber naked. We're gonna skip the role. Okay, I thought the roleplay might be a good idea. No, the roleplay is too stressful. We'll grow closer to forming an intimate relationship with me. I'm gonna become less stressful. I get 5 years of flirting. Let's go with the 5 years of flirting. Relaxing. Okay, we're doing it. We are pillow talking in Norse. A new age of romance. She's looking at me here in a sort of disdainful way. I like to think that that's part of the roleplay. Anything that's bad about our relationship is part of the roleplay. Don't worry about that. Here it is. Cornish, there's the problem. Current fascination, horseshoes. This goddamn Cornish guy keeps going on about horseshoes. The peasants nearly revolted. Why are you obsessed with fucking horseshoes? I did notice that another one is going to be launched out very soon. She's preggers. We're coming out with the 4th. How many can we get? She's 28. We can keep launching them out. Oh, she's a lot older than me. Oh my God. Oh, that teacher-student roleplay. Oh, it's going to be so good. Never mind. I don't know, I have one regret in my long and pious life. We should have done that dirty-ass teacher-student roleplay back in the day. One thing I will note is that when I played Crusader Kings Stew, I basically just got invaded, like Norway just came and annexed the island. So far, that hasn't happened. Oh, I really hope that was going to be it. But no, it's a kid. Tiege only. Tiege only. Is that how I'm going to say it? The thing is, this is just some American brand that's been like, oh, we're going to be cool and put an accent in our name so we sound European. And this makes me, theoretically a European, at least maybe I was, think that it's supposed to be pronounced Tiege only. But no, it's probably pronounced Tiege Hanley. Look, if you're going to have a weird name, send like an accent guide in your advertisement brief. I have to write this ad for this company. Here it is. It's pretty good. Most bad stuff in the world, here's my theory, most bad stuff in the world is basically explained by the fact that there's no accountability or training for most people who have to do stuff. So they just do whatever, they fake it and then never make it. And that's everything bad in the world is just people being fucking shit at things, okay? Especially when those people have a lot of power and responsibility and there's still no training and accountability. And I bring that point up in order to segue very easily into Crusader Kings 3, where I, a fully trained, fully accountable leader who can do no wrong, is back at... What was I even doing? I was going to say back at it again with the incest, but no, we actually didn't do any incest last time. Somehow, I say last time, earlier in this video, a different time when I was recording. That's right, I'm roosting. No incest, it's roosting time. We need to, hatch our little eggs. Maybe we can do some incest after that. Go away, God. I'm busy. The other thing I noticed, by the way, or sort of remembered, was that when I played Crusader Kings 2, people would just come up to you asking to have affairs. Constantly. This better be someone asking to have an affair. Espionage lovers? What? And my chancellor something has a secret? Engaged in cardinality? Oh, someone else is having an affair? Oh, thanks! Cool! Why don't you rub that shit in, Hjalmar? No one comes to me asking for an affair, and I'm pretty sure it's because I'm Cornish, okay? Look, in Crusader Kings 2, random courtiers would constantly be trying to get in with the powerful dukes and stuff. Here, no one cares about Primal Genestealer, even though I'm 5 meters wide. I'm what they call a hunk, an unk, as they say in France. Well, I don't know. Basically, I feel like I should have more bastard kids. I've got 4 normal ones, which is quite a few normies, but we should have a few bastards going on. Is this why my high elf wife is disdaining me secretly behind me as I'm screaming at people, begging anyone to have an affair with me as my wife follows me around demurely being, well, I still love him even though he's a fucking Cornwallish bastard. Is nobody #horny for corny up in this Castelloni? Has anyone got the cojones to have an affair with me, the Primal Genestealer? Please, please. Okay, good to know. We know about some pointless romantic conspiracy going on in the castle. It's 2 people whose names I don't even know because I don't speak their language are having an affair. Cool, who cares? Oh, they kissed. Embarrassing for everybody involved. Please, oh, it's my wife. Please be finding me some more people to sleep with. The time we spent together, I do not hold my wife close to my heart. The more time I spend with whatever her name was, the more I start to understand why that is. Everything she does gets on my nerves. Just a little. Just a little. She's not that bad. Remember, she's fresh out of the Somerset Isles. She's new around here. I have to live my entire life with that person. Oh. Wait, it makes she hate me? I thought this was me hating her. Now she hates me for 10 years. No. This is even worse. At least I had a loving high elf waifu. We were going to do the student-teacher roleplay. It was all going to be great. Oh, now what do you want? Oh, okay, are we back at it again with the student-teacher roleplay? Please. No, we can get over the fact you don't like me. We still have plus 100. Yeah, she likes me so much for another reason that it can't go below the maximum. This is really good. She likes that I'm open-minded and lustful. And yet I still turn down the student-teacher roleplay, so I'm not open-minded and lustful enough. Excuse me. I've gotten several letters where she lauds my efforts to letters. Letters? This is my wife. She sends me fucking letters saying that I'm good at learning languages. She's standing behind me. With a knife most of the time. Okay, well, it feels good to get recognition for my work. This is a really unerotic student-teacher roleplay. I'm actually just a student and she's just the teacher. She sends me, like, report cards on how I'm doing. Okay, well, at least it feels good to get a good grade, I guess, in my language course, but, you know, I thought we were gonna tumble. I was like 75% of the reason I'm even here. 76% of the reason. Okay. Scribes, send back word of my appreciation. Oh, that's a stressful thing to do, is it? But it makes her like me more. But we already know she can't like me more. So why take on the stress? Why even speak to somebody who likes you? Because it's just a stressful experience. They're not going to like you anymore for it. This is good social management. Okay. She's got interesting handwriting. Okay, me simply noting that her handwriting is interesting makes her like me as well, and my learn language gains progress. Or I can scream about self-validation, make her hate me, and gain 150 prestige. People would be so impressed that I screamed at her. I kind of want her to like me, but yeah, it literally wouldn't do anything. But I also don't want her to not like me. Let's do some math, right? Sit down, wife. I want you to write down. Give me, like, an itemized list of all the things you like about me, and I need you to put a score on each one, okay? Because I'm going to make a calculation about how nice I have to be to you. I'm getting a massive plus 40 from being a seducer. We've seduced our own wife. This is new heights of seductive conquests. Incredible skill. And yet we can't get anybody else. I expected to get like 10 children out of this character. This was going to be just an overpowered child-producing machine with several other ancillary machines, also known as wives, attached to me. And then we sort of milk the babies out of those machines like udders. And thus the Primal Genestealer would spread into a wide pool from which would drip down through the rest of history my glorious dynasty. No, keep writing, wife of mine. Keep writing, wife of mine. What's her? I'm going to learn her name. Because I like you so much, I'm going to go and read your name. It's Alfrahilda. Alfrahilda. It is actually a little bit hard to say, Alfrahilda. I'll just call you Alf. All right, Alf. It's hard. It's hard to try to maintain a relationship with somebody who likes you so much. That actually makes it harder. They like you too much. What am I supposed to do? Like, stress myself out? Like, trying to maintain how much you like me? It's just not worth it. I think I actually have no stress. I'm going to go with this, the stressful option, because it was saying somewhere I didn't have any stress. And now I have 50 stress. I can have 100 more stress points before I'm really stressed, so it's fine. We'll find a way to... Oh, my God. We'll find a way to... Oh, my God. It's something new all the time with you, Alfie. It's always something new with you. Are we doing this roleplay or what? My wife is with child, and I should be overjoyed, but she's acting strange. I can't help shake the feeling that something's wrong. Yeah. Why am I reproducing with my wife? This is wrong. I think. God, can you intervene? The thing about God, here we're back at it again with the religious commentary. The thing about God is that not only does he disagree when you roost on your children like eggs to make them grow faster, he's like controlling me, right? Is he controlling me? That's what I don't know. Like, ironically enough, even though like I in real life went to 2 Christian schools, I don't even remember Christianity very well. Is God controlling me? Like, because he's all powerful, right? So he like, the world, is the world deterministic in Christianity? Like, we're just doing his plan, his will. Like, we can't necessarily go off of it. We're supposed to also have our own will so that he can judge us for what it was. So but does that mean he's not all powerful because he can't stop me from roosting on my egg things? You see? Looks like we've got another egg. She's going to lay an egg and then we'll have another one to roost on. 5. What a huge I just thought of an amazing joke. Guys, everybody come into the room. I just thought of an amazing joke. That's the sound of all the people coming in. They're all just off mic. You can't hear them. They're all laughing along with me and applauding my every remark. What was the joke? Here's the joke. Okay, so you remember, I at the start of this video, I thought I can't possibly upstage that time in Crusader Kings 2, where I said something like, "Do you want some Crusader Kings stew?" Yeah, that was pretty good. But I just thought of one. And it links into this idea of the brooding eggs thing, which is now going to have to become a central part of the theme of this video. Essentially, what I'm doing is I'm taking my eggs, into a nest. So I've got this nest of human eggs that I'm going to roost on. But where do you find a nest? In a tree. Okay. Oh, do you see it now? Oh, what sort of tree is that I seem to have nested in? A Crusader Kings tree! Like 3. Like a sort of Irish style pronunciation. So what? So what is it, wife? So you're cheating on someone, Alfie? Is that what you wanted to say? Sorry, I spoke for quite a long time there. I'll let you speak now. What was it you were going to say? You've listened to what I had to say, and I'm sure it changed your life. What do you want to say? She's got an insatiable appetite, not just for me. Could the child belong to someone else? I mean, we're just speculating. I'll look into it discreetly, with a 92% chance to find out. Okay. That's a pretty good chance. Go and find out who it will. Go and ask around. Look, we'll just go down the streets one by one. Did you sleep with my wife? Did you sleep with my wife? Did you sleep with my wife? You have to tell me. God will make you tell me. Or I'll put you in the fucking nest. Oh no, it's the tumble dryer. Okay, we've got two main lore aspects. The tumble dryer on the land, and there's a huge sort of erd tree above it with a nest, and that's where the king sits on his roost, screaming about horseshoes in a Cornish accent. Excuse me. I found no indication that Alfie was sleeping with anyone, but she found out about my suspicions and is disappointed. Oh, she doesn't like that. Well, I mean, then who's this? Who's this that I've caught her with? I trusted you all along, dear. She's annoyed that I'm spying on her. But Max loves me. She's not looking at me anymore, but I can tell by the things she's writing down. I can tell by the scoreboard that she still maximum likes me. She's so seduced. She doesn't like me. We've got that bad relationship. I'm spying on her. She doesn't like that I'm fucking Cornish. That would be enough to get almost maximum hate, but it's completely counterbalanced by how open-minded and seductive I am. Oh my god, now Chieftain Sigfus is flirting with me. Look. Do you have a womb? That's always my opener. You sit down at the table, look at the breadsticks. Do you have a womb? Looking for a womb. Do you have room for a womb? Do you have a womb, or are you willing to get a womb? Because I'm really only here for one thing, or more than one thing, as many things as possible. I want eggs. Give me your fucking eggs. And then we get thrown out the restaurant. Anyway, let's talk more about it. Yes, we're starting to get in with some guy from the island. We're back at it again, doing nothing. We're roosting, reading a Norse language textbook. Yes, my wife's looking at me again. Confirmed, looked at. I had contact with a woman. She looked at me. Oh my god, this is so good. What do you want? No, go away. Look, this thing is so good. I was trying to find the faction that had the same icon as me. I didn't find one, but I found these guys who sort of have the opposite icon to us. So sort of an icon that represents something moving away from its original source and splitting off to the two sides there. So this is what you might call genetic diversity. We don't like that at all. But speaking of this random guy's wife knows about me and she likes me quite a lot. She's literally heard of the horny corny in the tree on a far off distant island. I'm becoming like a legend around the world. This is so far away. I mean, it's pretty good. There are actually people out there who are #horny for corny, but they just can't get here. I mean, we're off, we're quite far across the sea, and then you have to climb up the whole tree to find me. It's just not worth it. Now, speaking of just not worth it, let's have a look into our marriage. Okay, so she just hates somebody in the court. We can kick him out to get some crowns. We can just do the reverse. Or we have this interesting third option. I can discuss the details and I'll learn whether Alfie is sincere or not. Now that I know for sure, I'll confront him and gain tons of crowns. He's going to get absolutely obliterated because I'm taking his 150 crowns. Nice. Yeah, fuck off, right? I guess we had the option there to go for forgiveness, but it's not what God would have wanted, right? Is that God hates forgiveness? You know, Jesus, he's like, never forget, never forgive. Hunt your enemies to the end of the earth. Climb every tree. Oh, look at this symbol. Oh, it's gone. This symbol here is very, very unincestuous. Welcome to the Symbols Review. Offie D's Incestometer Symbols Review. Very unincestuous symbol that, we're seeing things splitting away. But this symbol, I don't know what sort of family tree you're trying to get with this symbol. It looks kind of incestuous. It looks like you're going top left, connects down, no, top right, sorry, connects down to bottom left. So it's incest, but with a 2-generation skip. That's too far. That's too far, Tomsk. At least your wife seems to have a good opinion of me, yes. She may think I'm evil for being a Catholic, but she's significantly less racist against me than my own people are, which is quite good. And of course, seducer, plus 40, and open-minded. She loves that shit. Get in my tree, love. Get in my tree. Well, let's see what God has to say about this bullshit. Look, Joffre, join me in the circle of brass, in the tumble dry, yes. Incense clawing the air, the screams of the damned clawing the air. It's all fine, like, you get used to the spinning, your mind will adjust to it. This feels wrong. These are divine beings, not meant for mortal eyes to see. Well, you don't have to look at me. Didn't I already purge your eyes because of your prior complaints about how beautiful I was? I assume that's what it was about. My intentions are pure, I assure you. Makes him not like me, but I get lifestyle experience. It's just a lifestyle, okay? I'm just living that impure lifestyle inside my tumble dryer. I'm leveling up my impurity. Nice. My kid learned Norse, and I learned Norse. We're all speaking Norse in the household. Maybe she's going to dislike me less because of this. I feel accomplished. Why don't I send her a letter? There's a really decent chance that it will be dishonest mockery. And she'll form a rivalry with me. No, okay, let's just play it safe. Just say thanks. Now that we've learned the language, we must never use it. If we ever try and speak that language, it will just come across as sarcastic, alright? Alright, but we did the thing. Can we tell everybody that we did the thing? Do my people hate me less? That's what I wanted to find out. They goddamn love me. Or is that because I was nice to them specifically? Here's the normal people. That's it. Yes, it actually reduced the racism because I'm speaking their language now. We've actually done an actual, administrative thing. We've stabilized the realm. My wife likes me more. Get 50% less racism because I speak Norse, which is just true at all times, really. And she's forgetting that I spied on her. She's forgetting I doubted her. And she's even forgetting that we have a bad relationship, which I don't really know how that works. I mean, is our relationship getting better? Or is she just, ceasing to care, just losing all hope? I mean, either way is fine. You don't need any hope. You need to reproduce. I mean, it's been a while. Have we stopped? Have we just stopped reproducing? I think we're still a pretty fertile goddamn couple right here. Do you want me to come down from the tree? I will come down from the tree if you make me certain promises about what will happen when I get down. What's this icon? Tumbly? What? That's not the house tumbly icon. What's going on here? If I mouse over it, it shows the real incestuous icon. This thing, it's like a flower opening up. That's about as unincestuous as it gets. It's sort of going out in every different direction. Maximum diversity. No. I want the inverse flower. I guess what we can do is take the negative space and interpret that as a sign of incest. Because if we have, take the purple space, and then sort of the gaps between the petals are like purple arrows pointing in towards a center. So sort of representing coalescing into a singularity where there is only one genome, okay? And that's why this symbol is incestuous. Thanks for another symbol review with Incest Expert Offie D. Back at it again, waiting for death in Crusader Kings. What are we waiting for? There's nothing to do other than declare war on a guy who will immediately destroy us. We just need kids. We need to level the kids up. We need to roost them really fucking hard so they get up, and then we'll start. Wait, can we just marry the kids to each other? Isn't that too incestuous? Is there such a thing? Okay, find out in the next clip of Crusader Kings Tree. Ah, c'est le démon, mon ami. Yes, I speak Norse now. Ton bouche c'est très fertile. Oui, j'aimerais un cochon d'Inde pour mon petit déjeuner. Cochon d'Inde, c'est plus de le monde. Le petit déjeuner pour moi. Le petit mot pour toi. Montrer. And that's how you speak Norse. It's also how you get somebody pregnant, I think. Je t'aime, Alfie. I don't know why I'm doing it in a Japanese accent. Donne-moi ton Oof. Something like that. Right, what does this say? Mind and body. The further I delve into my studies of Japanese, French, Norse, the more apparent the link between mind and body become. It's more than a link. The mind is literally in there. If you open up parts of the body, you'll actually find some mind. It's all in there. You used to have to just look inside if you want to know what's happening. You don't have no X-ray. The closest thing to an X-ray you have is you draw a big X on someone's chest and be like, all right, mine there. Get the pics out, mine the X, and we'll see what's inside. So if you draw a big X over your face, somebody might slam a mining pig into it and be like, oh, there's stuff in there. That's why it's so heavy, I guess. It's full of stuff. What is this stuff? Anyway, I need a healthy outlet to cope with the strains of ruling. And according to my courtiers, hacking at people's faces with a pickaxe to see what's inside is not a healthy outlet for my stress. He's so triangular. I really want to mine and see what's inside the top half of his body. There's no way it's just the usual suite of organs. There's definitely more in this guy than your average human. Zut alors, c'est mon bel cochon Alfie. She's once again absent from my chambers as night falls. Is this why we haven't managed to have children in like 6 years? Maybe she's busy, or is she warming someone else's bed? I don't know. What is her job? Does she work the night shift? She's just working the night shift at the castle. She's busy. That's why she never goes to bed. I don't know. Why do I have to spend my whole life trying to find out if my wife's having an affair with me and constantly finding out that she isn't? Is my character just paranoid? This keeps happening. I'll investigate this myself. And immediately something bad's going to happen. My misgivings were not unfounded. I found evidence of Alfie's infidelity. Alfie! Alfie! Ma belle cochon d'or! Ma petit déjeuner ami! You can't do this to me. Has welcomed Chancellor Chieftain Sigfus into her bed. Which is also my bed. We were all there. The evidence was plain. Who was that other guy in the bed anyway? She said it was me, but I was beginning to suspect that the other guy wasn't me. Well, everyone will know of your treachery. No, I don't want that. I want to brush this under the rug, and in exchange you can have more children for me. That's how you make it up. Maybe this is how we use the hooks system, because if I forgive her, it says I get a hook on Alfie. So we're going to put one of our hooks into her. We're saying it's fine, do what you like. It doesn't matter who you sleep with, as long as you also sleep with me. That's the only problem. You can sleep with anybody, it just has to include me at least. Like one time, Alfie, come on. So now that we've got the hook until 1090, we've got to use this hook. What do I do with this? Ask her to take vows. That's the absolute opposite. I can't ask her to have a child for me. God, every time in Crusader Kings, you know what you have to do. It just doesn't let you do it. So you just sit there until you die, instead never doing the thing you wanted to do. Okay, we just finished seducing the other one. Now we'll go back to seducing our wife. Declaration of love. Je t'aime, Alfie. The time has come to let my feelings towards High Chiefess Alfie be known. I feel that you're not pregnant. You see, I can feel that it's not there. Can we sort that out? Shall I secretly plant a letter in her chambers? Can't we have the same chambers? Why does she have to live with her other boyfriend? My fucking wife's boyfriend is really annoying. Can't you live in my room? Light a love poem? Well, I mean, I am something of a writer, and I speak her language now. There seems to be no downside to any of these. I will write you a poem in Norse, and it's going to rhyme cochon d'Inde with plus de la monde, and you'll be very impressed. No, here it is. Your tolerable laugh is like a furry cat. I would be blessed if I could see you, that I may know if you're warm, or more like a corpse. Stop resisting. You will be mine. Well, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. What's my learning stat? I guess I am a seducer. I have the seducer trait. So this should work. I mean, maybe it's a product of the time. The waiting is unbearable. The thought of rejection makes me sick to my stomach. When her reply arrives, I tear the seal with shaking hands. While I cannot encourage you, my liege, I'm most grateful for your kind words. What? Did you just hit me with the medieval version of the K? Please, please. Je suis le voleur de génome. And oh, what the fuck? Who are these? Oh, it's the eggs. My eggs hatched, I guess. The Norwegian invasion constellation kid is spitting in 120mm anti-chastity larval bombard arrays food. Although it says spit in the my daughter. Paradox, Crusader Kings. Who wrote this trash? It's not in Norse, it's not in French, and it's barely in English, to be fair, so someone's fucking up. Now, one of the cooks came upon 120mm anti-chastity larval bombard array spitting in Norwegian invasion constellation kid's food in secret. That explains why Norwegian invasion constellation kid has been looking a bit green during dinner the last few times. Is that what? Does eating spit turn you green? Hello? This raises many questions about Shrek. Okay, we can just be like, well, fuck you, that's hilarious. Finally, after all my wheeling and dealing, I'm able to sit nearly next to my wife at someone else's dinner party. That's how close we are. We're almost able to sit next to each other. However, it looks like I'm not able to actually speak to her because she's rendered speechless by the intensity of my affections. What if I keep spitting in her mouth? One day, my wife's boyfriend is going to let her come into my room, and then we'll be in business. And the 120mm anti-chastity larval bombard array learned Norse through observation. That's pretty good. Nice. Now we're all speaking Norse together, having a great time. We're spitting on the other kids. We're talking trash about my wife's boyfriend. We're going to have a great family dynamic. I can just tell. Okay, Lady Alfie, let me prove my devotion to you in any way you deem fit. She pondered it and then says, I've been plagued by nightmares lately. If you're truly devoted to me, you'll stand guard outside my chambers and make sure no evil reaches me. Oh, I'm getting so fucking cocked. I have to stand outside the door while you sleep with your boyfriend. Fuck. Alright. You will sleep undisturbed, which apparently has a possible downside. Oh, I could fall asleep outside the door and get sleep deprived. What? How does the lure of sleep claims you gain sleep deprived? How do I get more sleep deprived by going to sleep? I don't know. Boom. We get 5 years of well rested for staying awake all night. I'm pretty sure that's how sleep works. We are in business. It's getting more and more likely that we might actually strike up some sort of romance with my 100% already likes me wife. I'm so confused. How do you have children? Can somebody actually tell me? Like, how do you have children? I thought I knew. We did it before. I guess we stopped. She fell out of love with me, but according to the daily reports she gets, oh my Christ, she's pregnant. Yes, we actually did it. Or at least I heard it being done while I was standing outside the door, so I mean, I was involved in some way. I step over the threshold of my wife's office. I find her deeply bent over a book. Oh my, this translation of Galen is atrocious, she says with a sigh. I mean, she's probably coming on to me with this remark. And now, Alfie suggests a hunt. I'll do anything for a mere glimpse of my sunshine. Oh, it's getting worse and worse. We have to go to such lengths just to even physically see my wife. Fucking hell, why is it so difficult? Okay, I'm stalking through the underbrush, my page at my heel and my hound just ahead. C'est un cochon d'Inde! It seems as if it's found a trail. Then suddenly, my concentration is shattered by a woman's scream. Within what must have been a minute, but felt like an hour. Did they even have minutes and hours in the past? What time units did they? Never mind. I reach a clearing. Alfie's on the ground before me, dishevelled and weaponless. Opposite her, just about to strike, stands a huge wolf. Yes, it's her boyfriend. My arrow strikes true, and the beast falls to the ground. We've killed our wife's boyfriend. For a moment, all Alfie can do is stare. But then she stumbles towards me and throws herself into my arms. I need you, my love, right here, right now. This is unstressful. Let's do it. She becomes my soulmate. You made a friend. We finally made friends with our soulmate. I think I'm even allowed to look at her now. Her boyfriend's dead. We're getting closer and closer to really spousing this spouse all over the house. Our patient screams and thrashes, and we laugh. What a friendly time we're having. She's my friend, my soulmate, and we've got a hook in her because she owes me big time for having that affair. But what better way to pay me back than with additional children? Yes, we have done it. We have done it. Sorry about the affair. Merch? Sorry about the affair. That's a great idea, Alfie. We'll make a whole thing out of this affair. It can be like, oh, you good jokes. We'll put out the t-shirts, put out the hats. Remember that affair the Queen had? It was great. Remember how the King had to grovel? How he had to fight tooth and nail to catch a glimpse of his beautiful high elf love? But the tale of romance finally came to a smashing conclusion with the death of the evil boyfriend and the birth of the apology child. Now available on a mug. While only 0 years old, she is judging me for my lustful ways. But she's quite impressed with the Confederate partition. In fact, that gets 2 entries. Such knowledge. Such pregnancy! Tombush say tray for Tulle. You're not supposed to put it in the bouge. I decide how to fertilize you, Alfie. That's my right as High Chieftain. Well, you're my soulmate. You can fertilize me in any way you please, and I'll give you all of my hard-boiled eggs for you to roost on in your little tree, okay? Thanks, darling. Anything for you, darling. We're now the perfect lovey-dovey couple. My nest will be full of eggs, so many that they'll rain down on the people and smash over their joyous visages, and they shall dance among the yolks and say, the blessings of the great tree are many this day. Oh, what do you want? Sorry. Can I have a wooden sword? I will give you a wooden sword made from the very sticks of the great nest. Yes, a fine reward. It's not really much, is it? Like, you're like a princess. You can ask for more than a stick as a graduation present or whatever this is. I don't know what you do. How old are you? 11? That's probably when you graduated back in the day. Right, I'm going to do this one. You gain 38 stress, but it makes them trust you, but they stop being content. I see, so it's like the vanity. The consumerism of wanting a stick is just too much, okay? Oh, you want a stick? Oh, my God. Is there nothing in life that will satisfy you? When I was a kid, we didn't have fucking sticks. There was no such thing as sticks back in my day. If I wanted a wooden sword, I had to fucking invent a tree. I invented trees. Right. Put that in my journal. Let's go back to journaling. I just realized that I invented trees and no one's giving me any fucking respect for it. Okay, no, have a stick to commemorate how I invented trees, and that's why I get the biggest tree, okay? Right, now we all know how the tree law works in this realm. What's this? My kid's getting a good education thanks to my wife. Oh, she seems pretty good. My culture joined high medieval era. New innovations are available. My God, we've made such amazing breakthroughs in tree technology. We can play God now that we've invented trees. And up here as well, our tree score is going up. Eventually, we're going to invent bigger and bigger tree. I mean, it's playing God. We can create a life form from other life forms. You cut the arm of an existing life form, put it in the ground, and build a new one. Am I the first person to realize how that works? I'm fucking God! I invented trees, therefore I am God. Right, another entry in the journal, and another egg for the nest. Yes, the son of the inventor of the tree. Now that's a pretty big claim. Oh, you invented the shrub, did you? Oh, you invented the fungus, did you? Oh, but it's hardly tree science, is it? Oh, what's a tree, you ask? You don't even know what a tree is, do you? I lost 150 crowns because someone's mishandling the vassals. Oh my God, what's this? Oh, because I was desecrating corpses for science, people are getting annoyed, and I got yellowish E-core over the operating table. What's that? Alfie comes in. Wife, can you help me? Yeah, she's 94% chance gonna do this for me. Okay, just help me out with this, right? I found another fun couples activity. After inventing trees, I realized I might be able to cut off the arm of a human and plant the arm in the ground, and it'll grow like a sapling in the same way, and we could get more humans, thus elevating me further towards godhood. Yes. Excuse me? See, I'm learning so many languages, I forget what my accent is. Anyway, she was ecstatic to help about my newfound interest in anatomy. She loves fucking drawing a big X on people and ripping them open. She is definitely gonna rip my chest open at some point, and I am down for that shit. I see, we need flowers to stave off the poisonous stench of all the corpses we're opening up in our bedroom. That's fine. We'll create big, bushy beards out of pieces of the Erd tree, and then we'll be okay. Won't we? Just breathe in the tree, like stuff loads of leaves in your mouth, then take this pickaxe and open up this guy's body. The result? Something good. I can focus on my studies without fear of repercussions. Nothing stands in the way of my knowledge. I unlock a perk. This is awkward. Isn't this my wife's boyfriend who's my kid's teacher? And now we have to go down there. We're picking up the kid from school. It's like, oh, my wife's ex-boyfriend's here. All right. Sorry I tried to kill you. She is my wife, so no, let's let bygones be bygones. Now, what foul indoctrination have you imposed upon my child today? It seems my child trusts the subjects indiscriminately, and they want to build the realm together. The thing is, kid, look, you're supposed to teach her about racism. That's the first thing to teach a kid. Look, kid, you are what they call a disgusting corn. That means you are not as human as everybody else, and they will discriminate against you for it all the time. Okay? Okay? I'm going to try and convert you to be Norse. Don't look at me. I'm going to try and convert you into being a Norseman, or whatever the fucking ethnicity of this godforsaken island actually is. The time on the clock says 8:25, and I feel so alive. Old man Devon, back down from heaven, to tell you I've been given an enormous tree. I don't know, I just need to warm up my voice again. And it's 10:83. Do you have some more children for me? Got to put them in my nest, where I know that it is best to ignore their behest, to cease my roosting. What are we going to rhyme with roosting? Oh, lovely wife of mine, we speak Norse all the time, and now it feels my fertility needs boosting. So spin up the tumble dryer. It's time to create some larvae. It seems that the Genestealer now wants to go to the theatre. He's getting more interested in these musicals. He's really getting into the musicals up on the tree. Right, we've rewritten the Bible, 2,000 pages. I'm going to be the main character. Main thing to know about this new religion, I'm the main character, alright? So how's it going to go? Dramatic debut, I take a breath and prepare to perform my play, assured that it will be impeccable with me here to deliver its pious message. I take a deep breath again. I continue to breathe. This is sterling writing. No wonder it's 2,000 pages long. It stops to mention every time a character breathes. I just wanted to be realistic. In those old novels, they never stop to breathe, do they? Should mention when they're breathing. Am I to believe they're breathing? Anyway, I enlighten them with my masterful interpretation of the tales from the scriptures. Yes, and Jesus said, "You shall trebuchet thine eggs into yonder nest upon the great Erd tree. Double points if you do it from more than 300 yards away." Double points! The peasants rejoiced. So many god points to cash in at the shop. Anyway, the crowd erupted into applause. Everyone was applauding just off screen. You can't see them. I outdid myself and showed Filippo how a real Catholic writes a play in Cornish. What a great night for Catholics everywhere. I'm getting piety, I'm getting prestige, I get a perk point. Wow. We just absolutely obliterated the entire world with our own custom fan fiction, self-insert God-style performance. And as a perk, as a reward for our performance, the time between mental breaks has gone up by 3 years. That's it. It's going to be at least 3 years before I break down again and write a musical. So that's great. We're making a lot of progress here. Now back up in the nest. We just need them. They've been kids for so long. Can we make time go a bit faster? Aha! No, that plus button doesn't make time go a bit faster. But while I was fiddling with my buttons in the corner, I was reliably informed that something magical happened with regards to my Wi-Fi. So we're going to be moving up to 6 very soon. This is pretty good. Oh, and the God Squad kicking down the door. What? So what if I declared myself God of my own new religion? You've heard of Jesus, but have you heard of Crusader Kings Jesus? The new Messiah. Oh, why do I have to deal with this? Daddy said it's my turn to read regular Pastoralaris. Look, you stupid bishops. You want me to buy you a book? But in exchange, all I ask for in exchange is your eyes while you still live. I can insert a hook into the bishop in exchange for 50 coins. Well, I haven't spent anything else so far, or bought anything else so far, so there we go. We've hooked him. We've hooked him good. We are getting hooks all over the place, and we'll have the lines go up to the very top of the tree, and I can reel them in at my leisure. Yes, yes, yes. He looks very proud of himself. I think the wife looks a little bit concerned, but it's fine. Just keep launching them out. Oh, the bombard array is trying to kill the Loinbreaker. Look, I need you both. See, I can, it's very stressful if I mention that she should have tried to help him while he was bleeding from the face with a sword wound. Is that so stressful to say? It's actually too stressful to say while maintaining my current calm levels. I need to remain fucking calm. So, in that case, we'll just be like, well, who cares? That's our response to that. Well, oh, you tried to kill your brother with a stolen sword. Do you think I care? Who the fuck asked? Get out of my office. Get out of my nest. Baby, where's my baby? Not you. Not you. Oh, it's one of my other babies. What do you want? Proud to see my son no longer a child, but as an adult, with sufficient tutelage, even a child that displayed little inclination towards planning. Even though you've always been a huge dumbass, maybe there's some use to you, I don't even know. He knows how to get what he wants. No, he doesn't. His sister tried to kill him with a sword. He came to me and I was like, I don't fucking care. This guy's not going to have a very good life. So far, it's actually going pretty poorly. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. My wife educated him. He's got valuable knowledge. They grow up so fast. He's an intricate web weaver. Oh, that's right. Stop time. The tumble dryer freezes solid. Everyone who was spinning around inside is thrown to the edges and drops down from where they were stuck on the top. Time has been stopped. Everybody assemble in the main chamber and bring out the great book. It's time to open the catalogue. Some say you should marry for alliances, for claims to territory. Yes, that's how it used to be. Others, they wax on about how you should marry for love. No. There's only one thing to marry for, and it's goddamn ammunition for the launcher. Yes, this Lombard love might do. Lustful, 20 years old, only a little bit older. Generous, too. And lazy. Well, you're not going to have to move around very much in this new life plan we've got for you. You're sort of a static artillery piece of sorts, Marauder. And if you don't understand, don't worry, just sign the thing. Did they sign a thing? Well, I don't know if they had marriage contracts. Probably you'd have to sign a thing saying basically you'll go to hell if you disobey your husband or something like that. So we've got the artillery guns ready. We're going to lose a ton of prestige. But much more importantly, we've found a book that says if you eat the specially coloured mushrooms, something good will happen. And I wonder what will happen if I imitate their practices. My daughter, what do you want? Whenever I talk about the 120mm anti-chastity larval bombard array with my wife... Look, don't get mad at me, wife. You named her that. Probably. She always grows distant. Anyway, so Alfie is hiding something again. Alfie, you're constantly hiding something from me all the time. Like you're hiding that you're not having an affair. That's what you were hiding from me last time. Or was she having an affair? No, I think she was, and then I forgave her and I stuck a bunch of hooks in her as penance. Well, anyway, what's the problem now? I don't question the heritage of my daughter lightly. Oh, it's this again. Who were you sleeping with? Didn't we decide that you weren't sleeping with anyone? We're back at it again. Who's the real father? I need to make sure. Only a 66% chance to discover the truth, and it notes on the tooltip that nothing happens if you do this. Or I can just claim she's my daughter. Boom. Hey, we just discovered it's the fucking past. They don't have DNA evidence. If I just say that she's my daughter, what the fuck are they going to do about it? She's my daughter. Locked in a room. Now get out. I slam the door. Look, I'm sure all of my children are my own. Do what you want up there. I'm going into the powder room. Everyone go back to your own families. Go have affairs. Go kill your brother. Have fun. Lock the door. Now, for my special smokes and overpowering heats, we're going to feel things that lie beyond the world of senses. Oh my god, that's so fecund. There must be something else out there I can reproduce with. In the spirit realm. Okay, close your eyes, inhale the smoke, and think fertile thoughts. There must be something we can fertilize beyond the veil of our senses. As I experiment more and more, I get a clearer and clearer grasp on things. Oh, the grasp. It's as if I can summon the presence I feel when I start my ritual. Yes, we're doing it. We are summoning our waifu from the spirit realm. Alfie, we won't need to doubt you anymore. From now on, I'll certainly be the father of my children because only I can see the person I'm reproducing with. You see? It's affair proof. At last. Well, what happens if we say this? This is what I've been seeking. You gain the trait Wise Man. Oh, that seems a bit random. Or I can lose some stress. Well, I want to be a wise man. Yes, this is what I've been seeking. At last. Only a truly wise man would manifest their waifu through the power of hallucinogenic mushrooms discovered in a mysterious old tome. It did say something like, it was the method of the ancient monastics. But as a historical note, wasn't it in this time period that the idea of the monastics came along? Or just before, like in Christianity? So would they refer to things that happened, say, 500 years ago as ancient? Would they use that term? Or would they be talking more about antiquity, or even what was ancient to antiquity, like Egypt, or the Neolithic civilizations, the Brythonic civilizations of this area of the world? Well, that's enough historical analysis for now. Roosting. With so much in need of doing, and so little time, I don't know how I could cope if it had not been for my loving wife, Alfie. Alfie, I'm sorry I doubted you. You fired off almost an entire magazine of babies. It's like you never need to reload. Infinite ammo cheat waifu. Greetings, me lord. Gunhilda, one of the cooks, says, I've your daughter, Norwegian invasion constellation kid. And you'll do what I say. With mirror, she promised to clean the pots in the cookery, she draws in a sharp breath. Her throat was slit. and clean every pot she did. Even scrubbed the cauldron without me even asking. That's a sweet girl you got here. Shame if something were to happen to her. This is indeed very selfless. Right, we have to slap our kids silly. Stop doing the washing up. Such a sweet act, you'll go far in life. Don't waste your energy on this. Oh, it's stressful. Is it because I'm a nice guy it's stressful to force my kids to not be nice or something? Look, it's okay to do the washing up sometimes. That's probably a very unprestigious thing to say. Like, you're a princess. You shouldn't be doing the washing up. Well. Looks like somebody else was doing something much more royal while we were debating this. We've got ourselves the first in the next generation of our dynasty. This is where the incest will truly begin.
Alpha incesti, alleles besti.
Yes, it begins. And the Norwegian invasion constellation kid increased her marshal. She is preparing for that Norwegian invasion still. Well, one day you'll be on the very front lines of it, I'm sure. A child benefited from a spouse's tutelage. Guys, Cornish people have souls too, is getting a good education thanks to Alfie. You see, I tried to create myself as the ultimate character, but really it's been Alfie who's been the ultimate character behind our dynasty. Oh, that's right. I forgot we were going to make new children out of stone using her architecture knowledge. It's been like 20 years, I forgot to say. So what did you do at university? Oh, you studied architecture. That's fascinating, in a way. I actually put a brick inside one of my kids to replace its soul. Does that work, architecturally speaking? It probably does, doesn't it? Well, there's no need for you to say anything here. I've already come to the conclusion. Thanks for this little chat, Alfie. You always get rid of my stress. You always know what to say. Now look at this. Looks like the cannon, the unit is ready and is deployed out of the war factory. We've got a 120mm anti-chastity larval bombard array ready to fire. So I get that we have to find some stuff to load into it, basically. So it looks like she's all very nice, very creative. They grow up so fast. Stop time! This guy's still moving. Stop! I said stop time. Load! Now, we might actually be possible to do some incest already. No, because their kid's a girl. Unfortunately, back in the dark ages of 1087, they didn't allow gay marriage. Only incestuous marriage was allowed. This guy's perfect. He's lustful, generous, diligent, and his name's Knud, which is dunk backwards. And I've got a dunk for you, and we get a potential alliance with the county of something or other. Do it. We actually gain prestige. Oh, this is an actual good match. Why don't you matrilineally marry? Because they're really, really against it. You get minus 1,000 chance to accept from matrilineage. Okay, I've dragged this guy in off the fucking street. This Irish guy, this wanderer, the compassionate lackey. Because not only is he lustful, he's extremely prestigious for some reason, and he'll do it matrilineally. So we just gained a whole bunch of family members right there. Bang. My acquaintance has married my kid. He's not very happy about it. Oh, it's because of the racism. That's fine. He really hates us. Look, just do it. I just need you to do your job, okay, as you were trained at the firing drill range. Just open fire. Target the mainland. Fire for effect. High explosive if you can. Now, Norwegian Invasion Constellation Kid is gaining learning after recently gaining that marshal as well. We're going to have the perfect anti-Norwegian strategist in the family. It's all going so well. Now I need to die, don't I? We're rapidly reaching the point in the game where there's nothing to do other than die. Well, actually, I just need a third generation to be born and to be evolved back into humans. So I guess we just wait. In the meantime, I'll know myself. When death of natural causes is 1 year away, I get a warning. That's nice. I'm becoming so educated I can feel the life force sapping out of myself. It's going great. Now, what I want to know is, like, is it because we're aging? Are we going to stop having children? Can we keep doing it? Well, what do you want to talk about, Alfie? We often agree. I just know that Alfie understands how I view the world. Well, how I view the world is through an artilleryman's perspective of sorts. I want to know if the gunpowder in these shells is still good to go. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, it's nice. She gains 20 opinion from me for 10 years because I like her. That does literally nothing. She really doesn't hate me anymore. Like, all of the things she didn't like me for are going away. She's almost not disappointed with me, which is great. She's almost not racist against me, which is great. But there's loads of things she likes about me too. We are so in. But can we get in to win? To spin, as it were. Please step into my tumble dryer, my love. I've arranged a private, romantic night. Everybody else was shoveled out of the dryer. Don't look at the heap over there. Don't look at that pile. Can we put a tapestry over that pile or something? We're going to go into the tumble dryer, just me and you. It's all for us. All for us. I'll put a candle somewhere. Watch out for that. We'll just start spinning. It's going to be flying around. We're going to have a candlelit dinner at 2000 RPM, and who knows where the night might lead us. Now, what do you want, kid? Cornish people have souls too! Is that a brick sticking out of your stomach, boy? Yes, our stupid half-golem, architecturally created thing has evolved. Yes, the bombard array's bombardment begins. We're going to call the kid... That's too long? How do you spell that? Sounds like there's going to be an umlaut in there somewhere. How much do I have to remove for that to count? There we go. Okay, the first shot is gone. And now, sorry, Alfie, I just need to get out of the tumble dryer. Now you keep spinning solo, you know. You just keep the drying going. I just need to have a little word with this stupid, like, animate stone creature that's walked into the hall. You probably need a spouse. Oh my god. Thing is, all the lustful, 16, he's 16. I don't think we need to look any further than Maria Fernandez, blah, 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 blah. We'll actually get prestige for doing this. Chance of children high. Open fire! They really like that idea as well. They really like the idea. Yes, I graciously take the hand of your son. College people have souls too. Look, God doesn't count this as a marriage because he doesn't have a soul. So that means we should be able to marry again, right? No, you can marry again. You can marry somebody else. Have more kids, but then say it was our sentient stone beast that fertilized them, okay? Okay? Right, that's the deal. That's the marriage contract. You can do whatever you want as long as I get all the kids, basically. That's basically what this entire operation here in this castle is going for, all right? Now, speaking of operation, I'm going to get into this tumble dryer, and there's going to be quite a lot of viscera, so just watch out, all right? And if you have too many, you can always throw them in the wheel underneath the tumble dryer that spins the wheel. It's like a pulley system with a, you know, like in Mad Max, there's the part where the guy is walking on a wheel to make the lift go up and down. It's like that, but it's a tumble dryer, you see. A pleasure to meet you, my new father-in-law. Oh, yeah, whatever. Did I tell you about the wheel? I already talked about the wheel, didn't I? Wasn't that somewhere I was supposed to be? Darling. The dryer's getting dry. Alright, sorry, I forgot about that. Backed off to my date. Yeah, maybe we can't launch him out anymore because we're 40s or whatever. Oh, look at this. Alfie gave me 300 experience and 4 years of focused student. Damn it. Tried to have a private night with her in the tumble dryer. I was finally building up the courage to go for the fucking student-teacher roleplay. But she really got the wrong idea, and as we span around, she started lecturing me about things, and I was like, oh, this is good, isn't it? I never imagined the classroom would be so dry. And then I started making that sound. And Alfie decided to get out of the tumble dryer, which is always a bad sign. But once again, the bombard array is firing them off. Second impact. Target still up. We gotta keep firing, boys. Keep firing. Yes. fucking matrilineally marrying, we're gonna have so many goddamn grandchildren. The grandchildren don't appear in the list here, so I can't really see how many there are, but there should be a few. There's 1 there and 2 there already. And look how many more kids we have to go through the machine. This could be a big problem. Sexual orientation, homosexual. Why did nobody fucking tell me? My kid doesn't want to launch them out. My wife's pulling the hooks out. I'm bored of the hooks game. Oh, I'm barely getting started with the fucking hooks game. Okay, at least we got another one. The Norwegian Invasion Constellation kid is here. Stop time. Oh god, go away. Everybody out of the tumbler once again. It's really difficult. No, she's not. She's fucking gay as well. Well, these guys with big beards, that's probably not going to be it. At least be clean shaven or this is not going to work. Oh my god, everyone has a fucking beard. Are there no feminine boy? Where are all the fucking femboys? Goddamn 1090. They didn't have anything back then. Surely you'll marry someone just to extinguish their bloodline. Okay. Through downcast lashes. Oh, who are these people? Why do I care? Even slightly. Oh, it's my son and daughter-in-law. Right. Sorry, I mean have a seat. I'm forgetful of my old age. I'm at least 40. I don't know who my son is. Anyway. Oh, wait. Whoa. Wait. I completely misread the situation. You want to tumble? At fucking last! How long has it been? How far did we have to get into this campaign, into this video, before somebody asks about tumbling? And of course, it's my son's wife. Why would anybody else come to me with such a request other than my son's wife? Now, our son, her husband, my son and heir, is also here tonight, but she wants me. And I can feel my body responding, awakening. Oh, it's spinning. Everybody gather round in the main hall, especially you, fecund pestilence line breaker Magnus. You know what time it is. Let's get ready to tumble. And it was done. Anyway, Marotta falls to the mattress with a thump. Her breath ragged and eyes half closed, surely still alive. Languorously I wipe the sweat off her chest with gentle fingers. Merely a moment later, Marotta pushes my hand away with an apologetic smile. It's nearly morning. I better leave. There is no day and no night in the dryer. We spin far faster than the rotation of the earth. It's rotating. I don't know what that meme's from, the it's rotating thing. I've said that in loads of This Is Content videos. Leave a comment if you know what that's a reference to, because I literally don't. It's probably a reference to something I said. Anyway, stay a little longer, please, and she can become my lover, although she doesn't like that I'm clingy. Or I can just say, right, fuck off, and she actually prefers that casualness. Or she expects something more. This time it doesn't tell you the probability. Well, I would like you to become my lover so that we can also launch them out and have like an extra slip road onto that particular lane. Well, let's try. We could be about to stir up some major drama. Fire! She thinks I'm clingy! Okay, we didn't get my son's wife to be my girlfriend. A huge failure in the Incest Grand Project. Well, we can have a perk. We're now healthy. I get medium booster health. A longer life. Only more chances. Now my wife has invited me into her office yet again. Oh no. Oh, she's still angry that these Greek translations suck. I'll translate it. We actually did it. I get some experience points. What's this? Ah, how strange. Oh, she was really pregnant while we were doing it. This is pretty good. Right. It's almost certainly yours, my son, my sobbing. Okay, we are getting in there. What's this? the boring... Something happened. A scheme at court. My spy master's saying something is someone's trying to kill Flossie. Not Flossie, the rapacious villain who everybody hates. Who would want to kill this mad sex criminal about town? We must stop the villain behind this. Yeah, throw him in the dryer. Actually, no, because I'm busy doing this. Whole of body. Is that good? I now have an entire body. At last, my Eye of Sauron-like existence atop the tree is over. I've gained such power that I can manifest in the mortal realm at last. Does it say what it does? Whole of body? Fertility plus 20%! Yes, boy! We unlocked the secrets. But how can we use them? How can we use them without using my children's spouses for extra girlfriends? Alfie, please. Can we have more children, Alfie? I'm desperate. I'm so fertile. Oh my god, I'm fertile. I mean, God knows how fertile I am. There's all this politics and lies happening in the background, but it doesn't matter. It's all about me, you, and a certain rotating chamber. My son learned Norse, absolutely gazeboed on fecund shrooms. Learned Norse. Well, getting gazeboed on shrooms probably helps. What is this? My daughter-in-law, Maria. Who's that? I forget Oh! The gay guy did it! He did it! And he wants to call the kid, guys, Cornish people have souls too. He wants to name it after himself. No. He did it, the mad lad. He took one for the team, basically. Here we have a different view on life. We make discrimination easy. That's a great corporate catchphrase. We make it easy by really filtering out all the different things that you can discriminate against and just filtering it down to one thing. Like all those other countries, they're gonna hate you for what religion you are. They hate you from where you're from. They hate you for how much money you have. The guys around here, they hate you for what language you speak. At least you speak fucking Norse. You do, right? I hope you do. Cornish. Oh no. Okay, you're in huge trouble. You're a woman, you're gay, and you're Cornish! That's the big three. You're in huge trouble, so you really have to play along, okay? Just play along. Nobody must know, especially the Cornish part. Don't say anything, for God's sake. Now, Christian pilgrims to the Holy Land suffer all manner of abuse. People are discriminating even against Christians. See, this world is horrible. But what I was going to say is that our new system is much simpler, much better. In the Tumbele discriminatory cultural mindset zeitgeist, there are only two classes, if you will. Deersveld, there are only two classes. There are the fertile and the infertile. The infidel infertiles, okay? And we must simply split our population into the fertiles and the infertiles and discriminate only based on that. We've got it down to one discrimination factor left. That's almost fucking egalitarianism, and it's still 10:95. We got up so early in the morning. So it's basically fine. What the fuck is that likes me? One of my weird-ass kids likes me, that's fine. Or does she like mummy? I don't even know. Go away! Who are you? Hi, chieftain. You're in possession of something, some place that should be mine. But are you fertile? Let's try and use our new policy. How fertile are you? Honest, calm, arbitrary, greedy? No particular fertility here. This guy is nothing. He's nothing to me. He's 57 years old. Okay, right, we're definitely going to discriminate against that. Well, I suppose we're bringing in all kinds of other discrimination packages with the fertility discrimination, so maybe it's not quite one discrimination factor, but we're going to market it as one, okay? We're going to keep it simple. You're fertile, or you're an infertile, and must be assassinated, Deersveld, blah, blah, blah. Somebody wants me to give him the chieftain of Northorland. But it belongs to me? Have you considered that? Right. Update. Okay, we're gonna have fertility discrimination and private property rights. These are the two main cornerstones of Cornish Norse culture. Okay, daughter learns language. Yes, sorry about the affair. Learn Norse. You're gonna have such an easier life. Sorry about the affair. No apologies will be required for you. We're really only going to be apologizing to that other kid whose name I've forgotten. That is fine. It's fine. Anyway. something. Kill the infertiles. This is our new critical theory. There are two classes whose material interests are diametrically opposed, because you've got the fertiles who want tumbling to be free and open. They want people to be encouraged to have as many children as possible, because then the fertiles will naturally rise to the top of society if it is a celebrated thing to do, because they'll simply have more kids, and they will gain more legitimacy in the social order, and the fertiles will take their rightful place as hegemons of the entire world. But the infertiles have essentially the opposite material interest in the dichotomy here. They want children to not be valued, they want tumbling to be really taboo and off limits. They don't want anyone tumbling. They want the dryer shut down, pull the plug, everything. They want the world to be orderly, and for reproduction to happen only purely for the continuation of the species at the minimum possible amount, because it's so sinful, okay? They are the true infertiles, and they must be slaughtered, because these two classes exist at odds with each other, and so the disharmony of society will never be solved unless the divergent interests can somehow be overcome, and one easy way is for one class to simply be subsumed into the other and destroyed. Yes, we will destroy the infertiles. Thus, the only people who will exist will be those who are reproducing at absolute max speed, launching them out turbo, 6-speed gearbox. That will be our creed. This is our new national anthem. Okay, it's a really great national anthem. Early drum and bass. It's 10:95, so early in the morning. Early drum and bass. Okay, drum and bass national anthem. Everyone's having kids constantly. It's going to be absolute paradise, okay? All we have to do is slaughter the infertiles. Something Cornish master race. Okay, we're there. Now what do you want? He waited a long time to speak to me, to be fair. Something. Wait, I got one more thing to add. Communist Manifesto. Now what do you want? Now what do you want? I believe your son, absolutely gazeboed on fecund shrooms, could lead a better life serving Knights Templar. Okay, why do you... Any argument? Not going to give any argument whatsoever.
Hi, can I have your kids?
Any reason?
I want to?
That's a pretty good reason. Will he... How many times is he going to be able to reproduce if he joins the Knights Templar? I bet that's a fucking no girls allowed club of some kind, isn't it? No, can you train the son of the inventor of the tree? Who named these kids? I don't really want to send any of them off. Go away, Grandmaster Nolfo. We're busy, okay? Unless you get into the dryer. That's the only way I'm going to continue this conversation. This carries on in the dryer, or you leave, good sir. And you should count your fertility points dearly, because soon the test will be upon you, and the unworthy will be revealed, okay? I think our fertility... discrimination program is probably going to eliminate most people, because most people don't have any particularly fertile traits. So you might have to come up with a more pragmatic system where the master race is made a lot bigger just for practical purposes, so we don't kill absolutely everyone. Unless... Wouldn't we be the best dynasty?
If we were the only dynasty.
Yes. We're starting to get into this now, aren't we? It's so easy. This new science of fertilism, this new scientific discrimination of fertilism leads us naturally to the optimal course. Everyone must die, or they must submit to my genome and be mixed into my pool, in my dryer, with my choice of soundtrack. It's going to be like this. Okay? The world's first and only drum and bass tumble dryer orgy is here. On Radio Island, it's your boy DJ Primal Genestealer, the man with every accent. You won't be able to tell where I'm from. It won't matter, because I have inherited all the genes of all humanity. I have all accents. Under this new theory whereby accents are inherited genetically, which I don't think you can prove scientifically, but it's 1095. We're not really about proving things scientifically. We got this other scientific discrimination of fertility points. Cornish people master race. Reproduction complete. Okay. Name ends with a space. Oh, that's too far. Okay, it's allowed to end with a full stop instead. All right. Okay, we've done it. We've done it. We've got all the proof we need to avoid any of that old school sexuality-based discrimination. That's not going to be happening here on my island. Thank you very much. It's 1095, for God's sake. Grow up. Now, everybody line up and prepare to have your DNA expunged. We're going to do a minor biopsy just to find out who's most likely to reproduce, and more importantly, who has the Tumblr genes, because we're going to be sort of really focusing down towards a genetic singularity of sort. Absolutely glorious. Absolutely glorious, my lord. It appears that your artillery batteries are firing at maximum capacity. We've got loads already. This is just one guy launching the hunt. He launched out like 6, or is that 7? Who knows? And there's like 7 more, but there's more space to come. These guys haven't leveled up. There's going to be even more. There's going to be even fucking more. Oh my god, there actually is a fertility fucking filter in here. We can filter out the fertiles. God has sent me a sign. Okay, God now has given me the power to know who is fertile and who isn't, so I can be the arbiter of his will. Okay, God is probably on board with the new Great Discrimination Experiment. Only one axis of prejudice. This is the most God-like, the most pious way to treat humanity, where after all, we're all equally in God's image. So stop being like, you're a girl, you're poor. There is only one thing to worry about. Are you able to reproduce that image, the holy image that is yourself? Can you produce a new human? That's a valuable trait. All others are equal. Equally bad. So, anyway, now I was going to say, is there a way to filter out everybody outside of my dynasty? Aha. Dynasty Tumblr. Here we go! It's all built in now. They make it so easy. Select fertility levels. Select only your own family. We're ready to go! Okay. And now we'll just betroth all of the grandchildren to each other. I'm bored. I'm going to betroth my grandchildren to each other and see what happens. Well, maybe just the first 2. Are we going to do some sort of analysis? Let's just pop the first 2 together and see how that goes, okay? Pop the first 2. Who's this weirdo with a face mask? Oh, it's my kid. Oh, he's a fucking freak. He is absolutely gazeboed on fecund shrooms, to be fair. The rattling physician. What? The rattling physician? Are you a doctor? Well, I'm a large wooden cylinder full of stones. Oh, that'll do. Rattle your way on in. He was ill, and my wife basically killed him, and now he's rolling about on the floor covered in blood, and that's why she's rattling, because, you know, her bones have come loose from the guilt and such. So we could arrest her, we can execute her. Holy shit! We're not going to do that. Execute the kid, if anything. We knew the risks. You're forgiven. He'll get botched disease treatment and be disfigured. What did you do? What disease did he have? And what was the treatment that didn't go wrong? Did you try to fucking surgically remove his face or something? What was the problem? Can we look up? What is the problem? Ill. He's got bad humors. Oh, I see. So maybe he had like a spot on his face, and you surgically removed it, and the face came off with it. Oh, it's okay. You'll marry your sister. It'll be fine. Just don't do it again, okay? Stop trying to surgically remove people's humors, whatever that means. We have a sense of humor here on the island, a very strong sense of humor, as strong as our sense of family. Yes, actually already. Wait, what? I've got the filters on. Fertile, Tumblr. There's no one available. What are the rest? Infertile? No, whoa. Come on. Oh, is everyone too young or something? That we don't know if they're fertile, so that they get filtered out of the fertility thing. Yeah, that might be what's going on. Okay, just stay in the game for a bit. We'll be back. We'll be back. I'm still testing the kids, but they're obviously going to be fertile because they're in my fucking dynasty. Now, speaking of kids, it's my daughter. Sorry about the affair. And my wife. Looks like they're distant. She's so angry at all the kids these days. At first, I thought nothing of it. I'm starting to suspect she's hiding something. Oh, once again, All of our kids are actually someone else's, even though there's no evidence whatsoever. Look, bring them in. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Which one was that? Sorry about the affair. Sorry about the affair. Are you able to be betrothed? Yeah, you can be betrothed into our dynasty. It must just be like at a certain age you have to do it. Oh, she's older than the rest. Oh, you'll have to wait a while to sort it out. Sort it out. Like go, bang, bing, bong, bong. Here we go. Sorry about the affair. Is now betrothed to. And it's going to be a beautiful union at some point. That'll happen at some point. What's this down here then? Oh, the Crusades happened. Oh, that's right. I said I wasn't going to go. I just sent some cash. You know, I put £5 in a card and sent it off. Well, that'll do. I'm not actually going to their little party. Jesus Christ. You know, he said to him, I've got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key, I will. Yeah, well, just got to stank your way over to Island. What? Stank your way over to... Welcome back to Offie D's Accent Workshop, where he attempts to remember accents and both the language the accents are supposed to be using. Cornish, okay? Cornish, the shortcut to Cornish has always been pirates. So, you know, if you're out there in the world, then you don't even know what I'm talking about when I'm screaming about this guy being Cornish. It means he talks a little bit like this. Alright, me hearties. You're gonna sail the 7 seas, or maybe just 1 or 2 of them, I don't know. We're gonna get home for dinner. You know, the wife's like, right. We're from Cornwall, I'll have you know. Something like that. I think that's perfectly accurate. Tin mines. Let's say something about tin mines. How about that tin mine then? That's pretty much it. We gotta take my cartload of tin up to Truro. We're gonna sell it. Yeah? We're gonna sell it to them Mediterranean Greeks. Sell it to the bronze market. I don't know what we're fucking doing down here in Cornwall. Are you still making bronze down here? I don't know. Probably. You know, anyone wants, please make something out of fucking tin. We've got a fucking load of tin down here. Why don't you put your beans in a tin? How about that? And like that, we've taken over England, we have. All those English, they love their beans, and they put their beans in their tins, or our tins, I should say. And there we have it. That's Cornwall for you. Okay, right. And that's the end of the accent workshop. Thank God. Thank the Lord. This is one of the kids that is Cornish. So one of the only other Cornish people who exists. Alright, my little lover, how you doing down there? Oh, sorry about the affair come up. Oh, you're evolving into a hummin. Oh, did we get you a counter hummin to fight with? Yeah, we did. Oh, it's your brother and oh, I'm gonna even get. He's Cornish as well. Ah, an old-fashioned Cornish marriage. We had one of those in a world, had we? In a world, in a world. The accent workshop is open again. Now here's the expert version. What accent is this? Your answers in the comments, please. This person's pretty pious. But we're going to do something about that. We need the brother to level up before we can really have our Cornish marriage. But we're going to have our Cornish marriage soon enough. I've suddenly become addicted to the Cornish accent. It's weird that we got this far into the video without me kind of maybe I did do it earlier. I forgot. Okay. The thing to remember about this video is that it was filmed over a very long period of time. So I don't really know what he said before. What was it? There's something about tumble dryer, something about that, you know. It's really just the odd little bit and pieces I'm filming with this thing. So like, I don't know what's happening. My culture, is that Cornish discovered chronicle writing. They did. Do they drop the C? I don't know. Chronicle writing. I know they drop the H. You don't have to say the H. All right. Oh no, you got the chance to add a Tumblr dynasty legacy. Hello. Oh, God. Oh. They sent me to finishing school after the accent workshop, and everything changed. What's it? Kin? Oh. I'm not quite sure why, but for some reason, I'm allowed to press a button that gives me plus 10% fertility. Thank the Lord. Why doesn't this happen to me in real life? And attraction opinion, plus 5. Okay, let's just become more attractive. How are we doing this? Dynasty legacy. Renown. Somehow we've become so famous that I'm more fertile. I don't know what that means, but good, we've unlocked bounteous loins. The chastity belts are falling across the land, slamming to the ground. Are those boats made of tin, early? Shut up. Now get in my loins. You want to mine for some tin, or I know where a real good shaft is you could have a look at. Oh, me lovelies. Oh, me hearties. We're all having a great time. But I suppose maybe I'm too old to be fertile anyway, so this won't make a difference. But if it's a dynasty trait, does everybody inherit this trait somewhere, maybe? Please, kids, be more fertile. This is a big deal. Family meeting. Fertility levels are too low, as you can see by this chart. Welcome to the Tumblr Dynasty corporate meeting. Sales are down, and by sales I mean incestuous reproductive events. Or IREs, as we call them, ears. Ear, you heard about them ears, you have? Oh, I've unlocked a new perk, as it were. You heard about them rolled R's, you have? It's a part of an accent, I heard. Oh, God. If you roll your R's too hard, you start turning back into Jordan Peterson. God, what the scientific cultural fascination progress, 35%. What does that even mean? Unlock it. What's scientific culture? What? The Cornish simply can't be understood. We're going to have to start a new branch of science. What the fuck is that? Call the professor. I found a new species. No, you're not a new species. Yes, you are, you little shit. I'm going to get a Nobel Prize for discovering what a Cornish person is. What's all this? Oh, Mummy's teaching the kid that she ripped the face off how to be good at things. I hope this kid doesn't speak Cornish. Oh, fuck. We're still fascinated by horseshoes. Oh, is that what it meant? Cultural fascination plus 35%. I think we might, because we're becoming more scientific, we're starting to learn more and more about horseshoes. Oh, well done, the inventor of the tree came of age. Well, we've got a new scientific project for you. You think you're so special for inventing trees? See if you can reverse engineer Cornish people. Okay, find out what they are. So you've got your sister to marry, that's good. What about you? You've got your brother to marry? Ah, but the little one with no face, that's going to be a bit more challenging, a bit more challenging. Why don't we marry the weird creature that Mummy created with her custom surgery off to someone else to make a marriage alliance? So we'll just have that one little real marriage on the side. Norway, my oldest friend, I've got this for you. Ha 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 ha, yes. We didn't even have to send him off because it's only a betrothal and you instantly get the alliance. So we can trade gazeboed on shrooms for the alliance of, who is this? Who is this? Duke Schwein of Gulaps? Excellent. We should get a new herald. He didn't read that very well. What was that place that was just mentioned that we just allied to? Any updates on what that was, Herald? What was that in the most broad possible sense? Any more information available? Here's the problem. You can see your kids, but then you can't see their grandkids easily, so it's hard to know who you haven't married off yet. You sort of have to go on these adventures to find it, like going down 2 levels here. So like there's one we can do, second impact, target still up. AB, 120mm anti-chastity larval bombard array tumbler. Bit of a mouthful, but we can still find you some true love if only we clicked here, scroll down, Dynasty Tumbler. What? Excuse me? We can't be out of ammo, as it were. What is this? What is this? We've got some so-called logistical problems here in the castle. We seem to be running out. I mean, it doesn't actually say that if someone's gay, it actually reduces their fertility with a different sex marriage, but I presume it does. Isn't that the point of this feature being in the game, I guess? Given that the game is basically a reproduction simulator, I suppose. Well, I don't know. I mean, they've only had one, and she's 27 already. You could have had loads by then. Launch them out. It's been 6 years since you launched one out. And this guy doesn't even like it's just because I'm trying to get her husband to dress up in women's clothing to increase the fertility of the match, and he's getting annoyed by it. Oh no, he just hates me because I'm Cornish. Obviously. We went through the whole discrimination system. You can't hate your wife for being a lesbian. You can't hate me for being Cornish, but I can hate you because you don't have many children, okay? That's the rules. I make up the rules. This is fucking monarchy, okay? So, go reproduce. Put on the dress. Put on the wig. Go reproduce. Everybody. Well, what about the next one down the chain? We'll go further downstream to Sorry About the Affair. No children. Well, it's because this guy, her brother or something. Oh, he's gay as well. Oh my god. We're not going to get anything out of this. Okay, back. I just lost 50 crosses because our bishop's so fucking stupid. Oh, he's accidentally reading Harry Potter out of the sermons again. Levy desertion? What was that? Who's deserting me? I got 5 years of deserters because our marshal's poor skill. You have to put a fucking lead on them. The soldiers will wander off out the castle if you leave the door open, for God's sake. Please close the gate. We can put a sign up somewhere, it's fine. Now, where was I? Next one down the stream. Will you give me any fucking children? 16 and 19, that's fine. And they're both straight. Launch them out, please. A forceful knock on the door clears every bit of drowsiness from my mind. My late night visitor is none other than... Guys, Cornish people have souls too! I have to speak with you privately away from listening ears. And your ears never listen, so it's ideal. I've discovered something very interesting. Guys, Cornish people have souls too, has uncovered a secret of Chieftain Sigfus. Now, is this the guy that sleeps with my wife? I recognize the name. Aren't you my wife's boyfriend? Where do I recognize that name from? He's willing to share it with me if I let him off the hook. I mean, my boy, you were always off the hook, as it were. What the fuck are you talking about? Minor question. Let me interrupt before you go on. What the fuck are you talking about? He owes me something. What is this hook? Hook? Weak hook? House head? What? This whole hooks thing is really... every time the game talks about hooks, I don't know what it's talking about. Supposedly, it's very stressful because I'm ambitious. Oh, I don't want to lose my hook in this fucking soulless husk that I've created. Or I can say, you think you can make demands of me? Tell me or else. I still get the secret. He hates me for being cruel. He also gets wounded. Or he might become wounded. Wow. Is that because he tried to rip the hook out himself? Because I wouldn't remove it and he gets a wound. I mean, does he like... He really likes me. We've got some like to spend. Alright, you think you can make demands of me? We discovered the secret. He did become wounded. Oh my god. He pulled the hook out of his fucking eye. What was this hook that we had? And what was the secret? It said non-believer for a second there. We've discovered we've got an atheist in our ranks. I think one of my kids is atheist. Yeah, this guy. One of my quote-unquote kids is atheist. That's fine. We'll leave him to it. Okay, so my wife's boyfriend's atheist. That's fine. I mean, God wasn't looking out for him anyway, so, I mean, he's really not losing anything. Now, back to business. We'll go down for one of the family dinners. Now and again, I come down from my room, or my nest, as it were, to come and shout at my daughter and berate her for not having any children. Look, I know I'm making it hard for you by only allowing you to possibly imagine a relationship with firstly, your own family, people who are too young to have children, and he's fucking gay. He hates you for so many different reasons, okay? He is not interested in the largest, the huge chasm of interest. I'm such an erudite speaker, I'm sure you understand what I mean. That reminds me, last night I had a dream. Last night, I dreamt of him. Yes, I dreamt of him. You know what I'm talking... You already know what I'm talking about, do you? Don't you? Yes, I'm talking about Shrek. I dreamt about Shrek, and in this dream, he'd like lost weight. So it was kind of like a buff Shrek. I liken this dream so far. And everyone remarked on it. But the thing is, they were still like, well, he's still an ogre. And I think to neuromance a message from this dream. Is this what I think of myself? Because I'm constantly trying to not eat food and not gain weight. But am I still an ogre inside? Yes, is the answer to that question. Now, I felt like there was a reason I had to tell that dream, but I forgot what it was. At the time, it seemed quite important that I tell people about this. So. And now at this time, a different time, it seems completely unimportant. So we're back at it again, making a video. Now, what is this? Someone's shown up, another person who was standing outside the door for a week. I'm sorry, we couldn't open the door because the guards just fucking walk off if we open the door. Embrace God and come in, right? We gained a new Catholic. You can sit around. And you got a hook on him. Oh, you're going to love this hook system. We'll hook you up inside the tumble dryer. Then you don't have to hang on, do you? Like, as it spins. Although, I suppose if it spins fast enough, you're just sort of stuck to the outside, so you don't need the... I don't know. We're going to have to ask the engineers like whether we need hooks in the tumble dryer and how many hooks and the exact arrangement. So the thing about hooks is they are dangerous. You should see my son, who ripped his own eye out for reasons I forget. My son came into my room, ripped his eyes out in front of me, and walked back out. And I thought, I suppose there was a message behind that, but I just can't bring myself to really grasp at what it could have been. I'm sure there's some drama happening downstairs, but I'm not interested. Oh, and here's some more fucking drama. What is it? It's a 120mm anti-chastity larval bombarder. Have you even been bombarding recently? You've only got 3. You've only got 3? I had like 7. You could launch way more out than that. Well, maybe there's still time for some more. And back at it again with the questioning of her heritage. We are so certain that our wife's boyfriend is the father or something. But what we're going to do is do nothing at all. Because all we stand to gain there is the loss of a daughter. If it turns out she's somebody else's, she might become illegitimate or a bastard or leave the family entirely or be put in someone else's dynasty. Why would we want that? We want as many fake-ass kids as we can get. I mean, ideally, we just want to adopt everybody we can see to expand our dynasty. But I suppose you're not allowed to do that. And what is this up here? Oh, planning cultivation, increased development in county efficiency. Oh, I'm actually learning something about ruling? Increasing the county's efficiency by 20%? All right. You can plan what to plant in advance, I guess. I will let you do that. Or I've thought of doing that. I've discovered that idea. Great, now I'm better as a farmer. I just had a thought. What if you know those plants that grow in the ground? You could deliberately plant them in the ground at a place of your prior planning. I'm beginning to think of a civilizational revolution, yeah? No, it's nothing. It'll be harder to work out than that whole ripping his eyes out thing with that dumbass kid of mine. Now, anyway, our wife's brought a guest to dinner. I thought you might like to give this smallpox guy a hug. Go on, husband, do it. Mum, it looks like my champion Wilbert has smallpox. Shouldn't we distance him from everyone else, isolate him, and pray for redemption? My wife was absolutely itching to fucking surgically remove the pox with a kitchen knife. No, not this time. I did tell her to not do that again last time it happened. Oh, I have to set up this marriage. Yes, do it. They're related. There's a risk of being inbred. No, that's fine. Right. I don't even remember who these were. Oh, for fuck's sake, Alfie got smallpox. You were doing it. You were fucking chiseling away at those pox pustules with your fucking knife. Fucking licking the knife afterwards. Okay, excuse me. I mean, I'm sorry if you're lost. I mean, look. Alfie, you were the best thing in my life. You completely changed my life for the better. But I'm still finding it a little bit funny that you got smallpox. Somehow I imagine this is your fault. Okay, now, the taint possessing her flesh is a danger to us all. Well, I get that all the time, so that's fine. A risky treatment may have great outcomes, but could lead to worsened symptoms or permanent injuries. It's time for, quite literally, the court physician, to get a taste of her own medicine. Hey, darling, my love, my petit cochon d'or, remember that thing you did to our son? Remember your doctoring techniques? Well, let's see what you learned. Here's a mirror, here's a pair of scissors, cure yourself of smallpox. Go! Bang! Fire! Successful treatment. What? Oh, we're giving her a face mask now. Great. She did it. She surgically removed her own face with a pair of scissors. Wow. You are a good doctor after all. I take it all back. You are truly a superior physician. And she died immediately. Okay, good doctoring. Good doctoring. She died of quote-unquote natural cause. How can a heart endure this kind of pain? Now, this is actually a pretty tragic breakup because, as we know, Alfie was actually the sort of linchpin of the entire dynasty, despite being the only person in the family who wasn't technically from the dynasty. She's from someone else's family. So our last connection to the real world is gone. Now who will hold the Primal Genestealer back? He's going to take the example of Shrek and slim down so he can fit into those genes, as it were. You fools! You think I'm done? Now I can get another wife and still be acting according to Catholic law. That might be too much stress for me. How stressed am I? Oh, I'm not stressed at all. Okay, I'm not stressed. This is fine. I'm pretty chill about all this. Right. Stop time! Stop the tumble dryer! Now hang everybody in the tumble dryer out on their hooks because the Genestealer is here and he needs a new victim. No valid characters found. Are you fucking kidding? How? How are there no? Is it because I've got it on Tumblr? I can't marry anybody in my own dynasty. Why not? Okay, if I switch, okay, there are real humans available. Few things bring Howissa as much joy as the suffering of others, can use hostile schemes against their own children. That sounds ideal. Ideal. The fecundity is inherited. Chance of children still high, even though I'm 53? Yes, let's go! It's time for round 2. We've already got 7 children-like entities. The outbreak of smallpox is over. They've all recovered. So literally the only person who died of smallpox was Alfie. This is something to do with God. God? God was doing something here. How's my piety? My piety's quite high. I'm faithful. Come on. I know I've been blaspheming the whole time, but still. Isn't it about forgiveness at some point? I think I have to do something to get... I have to repent. I have to repent. Okay, how do we repent? Maybe my new English wife will help me repent with all of those whips she brought with her. We'll do this dedication. I am sorry, God. Sorry, God. I repent. This is good because this misspelling allows me to claim it in retrospect to be an announcement of my own godhood. So I could be repenting, or I could be blaspheming to the strongest possible degree, and nobody quite knows. This is another gay marriage, actually having a kid. So this is good. This is good. This is hope for the future. Oh, I'm just getting old now. I need glasses. I think that's what it's saying here. Sell everything which is impossible to read. Yes, I will simply ban blurry items from existing. Then I don't need glasses. One thing I wanted to note, by the way, which we saw just there. I might be 53, but I'm still fucking 10 meters wide. I'm still jacked as shit. We didn't skip any gym days the entire time at the castle. I guess you get really strong climbing up into the nest the whole time. Going up and down the tree to the nest and then down to the court to scream at the kids for not having more kids with the other kids. It really, really buffs you up. So I'm feeling very, very vital, very alive. But I wish I was feeling more degraded and more filthy. Darling, are we going to have children or not? That's what I'm saying. You can whip me silly till the cows come home, but we do actually need to carry on to the next stage of this whole process. Oh, for you, the whipping was the whole process. You're just whipping me. Oh, I thought this was like a bedroom thing. Oh, right, sorry, I misunderstood entirely. You're just whipping me. Okay, that's just your hobby. Okay, I thought we were having a thing here. And I'm losing a lot of blood, so I expected to get something out of this. I suppose that's what I'm saying. Well, we've learned a few things along the way. What we've learned is scholarly circles, learning per level of devotion +2. We're really starting to learn something about people, and sin. Because being sadistic doesn't necessarily mean that when you're whipping people it's part of some sort of kinky roleplay. There's no student-teacher roleplay going on here. This is just good old-fashioned whipping people. This is just the sin. It's just the sin. Although I suppose the kinky version is also even more of a sin. This is better. We're improving. God, look, God! This isn't kinky at all, God. Don't you approve of this now? Why did you take my good wife? You've given me the wife that wants to kill me for fun. Now, I know that I deliberately invited that, but I thought it was an S&M kink thing, okay? I invented the S&M kink. I invented the tree, I invented drum and bass, I invented whip play, and I regret it, okay? The rest of the things were great. The whip play is not going very well. Right. Another incestuous marriage has come up. It's time for to marry. Sorry about the affair. Go, 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 go. It is done. Now, see if you can sort something out there. Construction negotiations. It's all going well. Oh, my wife did something. Despite my spouse's poor stewardship, we've got a beneficial deal. She's got a discount on building things. She is going around town whipping everyone. We're whipping this island into shit. Maybe this will work out. Her obsession with attacking people with no provocation is starting to really pay dividends. There we go, we can actually do something. We can totally afford it. Let's put a market in and get extra tax. Go on then. Build a market. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It's happening. We've got a new sound for our drum and bass library. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. It's all happening here on the island. Amazing cultural developments. We still haven't invented the horseshoe. Or what was it we were trying to invent? We've almost invented the horseshoe. We're getting so close. We've been fascinated with this idea my entire life. I'm starting to think, what if the horses had shoes? I'm on the verge of a breakthrough here. Maybe the world would change fundamentally. Well, looks like we could build something else here, so let's build something else. This is the area that doesn't like me. We can wall it off. Let's wall off the racist part of the island. And there it is. Your culture has discovered horseshoes. I can't. What does this do? What does this mean? I don't know. We don't have any fascination anymore. I mean, it was just that, really. We're not really interested in taking that any further. Oh, there we go. They're now. Oh, that's a really boring one. Our miliary sphere is something to do with sailing. So, well, I suppose maybe that's of some relevance to it. What's all that blue stuff? I went up my nest the other day and I realised this island's surrounded by something blue. And blue's my favourite colour. Oh, I'd sell my bones for sapphire stones. 'Cause blue's my favourite colour. Now watch this. The incestuous marriage is paying dividend. Can we actually see? Does it say? Yeah, there's no trait being like incestuous or malformed, or like they've got cystic fibrosis. So this is probably fine. She is seduced by me, but again with the racism, it's because she speaks English. No, she speaks Anglic. Some sort of proto-English. We're going to have to learn it. Okay, learn fucking English so we can ask mummy to stop whipping me senselessly. We have like 7 grandsons, and there's nobody in the Tumblr dynasty they can marry. So we to make the dynasty bigger, we're going to have to mix, as it were, with some of the lesser dynasties. I can barely bring myself to say it. However, I did find somebody is available who's Cornish. She knows about the spheres. We can speak Cornish together. Welcome to the family. What's that? Gluttonous. That's fine. Come eat some eggs up in my tree. Chance of children high. That looks good. Okay, bring them in. We've got so many sons. This is only the upstream sons. Oh, there's so... Okay, Cornish only. You can try and filter it to only get Cornish people. It doesn't work. Literally Norwegian. And you can filter the Cornish out. You can slap over the no Cornish allowed sign on your wedding. That's fine. Yeah, Cornish people are kind of rare. Look at all these other people. Tons of Anglos and shit like that. Oh my god, there's just nothing here. There's no choices. Okay, well, let's just do it by lustfulness. Yes. Albino. That's what we need. That's what we need. Then we can be more like the Targaryens. That's an incest thing. Right, get him in. Okay. Oh, at least that was something. There are no Cornish people left. There was one Cornish person, and we've got them into our family. Of course you'll accept. Yes, get in here. I'm just want to come down here and try to look for some Cornish people, but there must be some. I mean, what even is Cornish? It has no cultural head. We're just this diaspora. We barely exist. Look, Nicholas of Cornwall, what's going on in your family? You have an unmarried daughter. I will arrange a marriage with second impact. This. Yes, they will not accept because they don't like me. So that must be why. There are Cornish people. They just fucking hate me because I'm Cornish, probably. You know, over in Cornwall, it was those fucking Cornish. Well, okay, so there is hope. If I was less unliked, 75 opinion, that's such a huge bribe. That's an enormous bribe. We're buying this girl dearly, dearly. Beneath my balcony, wait, beep, beep. Oh, what is that sound? Beep, beep. I haven't heard that sound in so long. Beep. Give me that. It's the tumble-tunity meter. It still works. I knew I'd invented batteries. Okay. We're peering into the dark garden. We spot a seashell lying on the ground, wrapped in a note, and a woman that looks like Maria vanishing into the night. To the charming high chieftain, the
Primal Genestealer.
As a token of my feelings. Now, wait. This isn't a member of my family. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Because old Whippy Longstockings over there, she's not doing it for me. She's doing something, but it is completely different to what I thought we were going to be doing. So I will leave a seashell in return. Ha ha ha. A romance is engaged. Now, stop time. Constance Doe. Is she Cornish? How Cornish are you? Catholic English. English. Okay, get out. That was his sister. This one's Catholic. What? Wait, these people aren't Cornish. Because Cornwall is ruled by the English. Me looking at the Cornish ruling family doesn't help. So there are no real Cornish people here, are they? They're fucking English and French. Oh, okay, I've made a huge mistake. Oh my god. God's never going to forgive me now. I married an English, quote-unquote, person. Fuck. Okay, and I spent big... Well, I've given this guy so much money that I'm going to have to just take all of his family just to justify having spent the money on it. So I'm sorry. Sorry I vomited in your presence, Constance Doe. Welcome to the family. We need your genes, please. Right, will you marry this? A giant. Oh yeah, he's 11 years old and he's already like a head taller than her. This is amazing. A giant hunchback. Yes! If we can combine this with the albino, we'll be creating a new superior race. It's happening. We're starting to mix up something real good on this island, I can tell. Wherever I go, oh, she's my daughter-in-law. Oh, now I'm interested. I thought you were just someone about town. My daughter-in-law, Maria Fernandez de Braca. Who are you married? I've never heard of you or seen you. You're my daughter-in-law? You live in this fucking castle? All right. I mean, I'll believe anything. Onto the breach. We've got a breech-loaded baby cannon right here. As the shadows lengthen, I see Maria approach me in the darkness beneath the castle wall, smiling as she whispers, I know why I have come. And so have I. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't the right moment to say that. Something, you made a joke in a language that you don't speak. I go towards her, hesitantly at first, then eagerly. My pulse quickens as she pulls me close. In the shade of the wall, we make love. The guards patrolling above, oblivious to our passion. That's how passionate it was. Not even God himself fucking noticed anything happen. A very, very short and quiet affair, but I get less stressful. We become lovers. It's seduced. This is good. We finally got 2 on the go. So that's something. Try to launch them out. Right. Whatever this fuck. Now back to the political business of the day. This man here, look, you're going to give me your sister or your kid or something. Give it to Pure Pro Reproduction Complete. Reproduction complete. The tree doesn't show the people who are married in, so this is only the sort of official pure blood members of the tree. Well, there's quite a lot of them here. You can see like we expanded a lot. This generation has only expanded an average amount, I guess, but because there was quite a lot here, it's still going. We've got 2 members with no kids over here. What is happening? The son of the inventor of the tree. What are you doing? I mean, yeah, you're married to my granddaughter. Who are you married to? Someone from up here. Oh yeah, that's right. So he's married to her, but they're not having children. Is she too young? She's 21, and you're 24. You should be launching them out. What are you doing? I mean, this guy has no face, so maybe that's not happening. Who is this? Oh, you're only betrothed. Okay, so that's okay. The no-face guy is quite literally off the hook. But this guy, get me as many hooks as we can find. What's going on here? We actually already have a hook in his wife and my granddaughter. I don't know what it is, but can you sort it out? Can we there's no option in the actions thing to be demand they have children. That's what I want. I think what I'm interested in doing is finding out who that girl I'm sleeping with is. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, it's the wife of the gay son who ripped his face out in front of me in protest of something. We don't know what it was. It's fine. So this is good. This is good. We're going to sort this part of the family out by just adding in a couple of our own kids here. That should expand the tree. I'm very excited about the giant, because he looks a little bit like Lord Farquaad, which links into the Shrek prophecy in some way. Oh my god! Someone's trying to kill the 120mm anti-chastity larval bombard array. The Norwegians have got HIMARS and they're targeting our artillery now. We must stop the villain behind this. Oh, it just becomes exposed. So do we know who it was? Okay, I don't really know what that means. Ah, it's time for some more student-teacher roleplay as we come back around again to try and do this whole thing. Remember 30 years ago, I had this whole bedroom technique. I'm going to try it again on Whippy Lawn Stockings. I'll take any help I can get. Whoa, that's such a stressful option to take, though. And there's a decent chance I lose progress. I'll actually forget some of the English words because she's going to whip me so fucking hard in this roleplay. Or, we'll just go for this. Yeah, I forgot. The only words I need to know in a foreign language are meet me in my bedchamber naked. Why are we getting so stressed trying to learn the rest of the language? Just say that. We become flirty. We get an intimate relationship. Oh, that's right. I have to do some sort of secret scheme to force her to be my soulmate. How did I do that before? I forgot. I think I have to complete learning the language, and then we'll trick her into liking me, and then maybe something will come of this. Well, let's just wait for death. My hair's gone grey, so maybe we can die soon. What do I even do all day? I guess my job as the High Chief is I sit on a chair and I judge people. I'm the judiciary in a monarchy system, so I sit there. Some guy comes in, he's like, oh, my neighbor's cat fucked my wife's boyfriend. There's a weird mutant creature walking about. Getting those Catholics in. She's an irrational grasper. Oh, Udbrost. You're going to be irrationally grasping quite a lot of things, I assure you. Now, launch them out! I'll give you a 10 cannon salute. A simple palisade was constructed in Norholland. Oh, that's right, I'm walling off the anti-Cornish racists. We're bringing more Cornish people in, walling off the un-Cornish people. Our Cornish supremacy plan is going great. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was wondering what the hell I even do with my life. Well, I was going to say that I've got a great idea to skip over the whole judiciary stage. We just put a sort of straw man version of myself on the throne and invent some sort of a water wheel that's turning a lever, that's pushing on a bellows, that's building up air somewhere, and then the air eventually shoots through a trumpet that's so fashioned that when the trumpet blows, it sounds kind of like it's saying, throw them into the tumble dryer! Since that's the only judgment I ever give out. After every long case about a demon cat child, I'm like, oh, that's very interesting. Right, I will now pass judgment into the tumble dryer with you. Everybody who can hear this, into the tumble dryer. It's time to get filthy! Every courtier gained 10 opinion of you for my well-organized court. They love this idea with the water wheel trumpet ordering people to get into the tumble dryer. It's so organized. We've never had so many audiences per day. So many people just been shoveled into that tumble dryer with a huge shovel. Where was that? Wasn't I breeding a giant? That's not, if we can keep breeding that giant, I'm sure I had, and I'm sure wasn't in my imagination. The giant can shovel the people into the tumble dryer. We could even use the water wheel to make the tumble dryer actually spin, if you can get those two technologies to link up. Although I don't think they had water wheels back in 1108, because part of the reason things were so shit was they hadn't thought of ways to, like, get power in any way. They just had the old, like, a donkey walking around a millstone, or just doing it by fucking hand. Anyway, back at it again. I've been hassled by this French bishop my whole goddamn life, and neither of us ever changed our clothes the whole time. I'm so triangular. I think I might have some of those pregnancy sacks on my back from Crusader Kings 4. Okay, what actually is this? Well, anyway, the bishop's angry that I called his father a knave and a womanizer. Well, that's a compliment. You know, we want womanizers in our new discriminatory systems. Well, then, the thing is, it's saying perhaps my Anglic needs more practice because I'm trying to talk to my torturer wife to stop her torturing me. The thing is, this guy doesn't speak Anglic, he's French. So, none of us know what we're saying. I'm just getting whipped the whole time and encouraging people to reproduce in as many languages as I can find. You see, whipping is my love language, darling. I'm encouraging you to reproduce. I'm terribly sorry. I'll just bribe him. Here you go, just have some fucking cash, alright? Like, here's $15. I want to see a kid by this time next year. Make it happen. My glory is widely known. Okay, good. Now, we are 1 point away from our wife liking us the maximum amount. What can we do to make her like me a bit more? She likes that I'm a seducer, and she likes my bounteous loins. Are my loins still bounteous at 58? Here's another aspect of the formula we don't have. The game doesn't tell you not only whether you are trying to have children, but whether the chance changes over time. I suppose you're not supposed to know because, well, I mean, you should be supposed to know whether your character's trying to have children, because that's like a fucking key thing of the game. Again, Crusader Kings 3 is the same as Crusader Kings fucking 2. It has all the same problems. There's no reproduce button, there's no kill yourself button, and you don't even know if you're trying to reproduce, and you don't know how fertile you are. These are the only things you fucking need to know. What's this? You want me to name your kid? You couldn't do it yourself, fucking son. Even though you're the son of the inventor of the tree, and you couldn't invent a goddamn name for your own kid? God, I have to do everything around here. It's suggesting the Primal Genestealer. Well, I guess this is like the second Genestealer, although it's 2 generations down. It's the tertiary Genestealer. There are more of them. Anyway, what was I saying? Spouse, how fertile are you? Look, wife, tell me, have we had sex recently? I don't know. I've been whipped into submission. I don't know if this is sex. I like to think that it is. Are you pregnant now? Just tell me. Can you get pregnant? Can I get you pregnant? And what's wrong with my goddamn granddaughter, Alpha Incestia Alili's bestie? There's something wrong with her, okay? Oh my god, I found irrefutable proof of her guilt. She's trying to kill the 120mm anti-chastity lava bombard array. We've got discord in the family. You're not supposed to be killing each other. You're supposed to be reproducing with each other. I mean, maybe there's tension because I put all these expectations on them. I don't know. Aren't you missing a grandparent? How do you even exist, Alpha Incestia Lili's bestie? Because there's me and Alfie, hallowed be her name. I guess that's Alfie's dad. I don't have any parents because I was created by the Lord. And it seems Alfie didn't have a mother. There's a father of Captain Landolph. What? Who's Captain Landolph? Who's this who's just in on the deal of being a grandparent here? I'm not sure. I think Alfie might have been a virgin birth with only a father. So, some sort of arrangement going. That's better than Jesus, but better than that is my virgin birth with no parents. I mean, the whole Jesus thing, okay, he still had a mother, and that's like the key parent in the birthing process. I didn't have anything, and I was still birthed. Extra virgin birth right there. So, I am your God. I am your God. As always, the conclusion of my speech is, I am your God, and I can prove it. So now it says she's a known criminal. I can punish her by imprisoning, banishing, or executing. But I actually can't imprison her because it says I have the law, disparate tribes. What does that mean? Is murder legal? Is that the problem we're facing here? Aha, my lord. You can't imprison me because you forgot to make murder illegal. Fuck! I guess when all of your judgments are into the tumble dryer, it doesn't set much of a legal precedent for what is and isn't illegal because everybody gets thrown into the tumble dryer. So effectively there is no law because there's only one possible punishment for all behaviors, criminal or not. There's no distinction between those behaviors, so murder is legal, so she can go and wipe up my family. As long as they're doing it in the fucking tumble dryer, it's all above fucking board! Have I not created the ultimate legal system? The map. My spies tell me there's a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. That's exactly the sort of thing I wanted you to spy on, okay? Yeah, no political intrigue. Don't tell me if the enemy are coming. I want you to go down the goddamn pub and tell me who's drunk. That's why I hired you, international spies. Anyway, he drew a map of the local mountains for an unknown noblewoman. I see. It seems that Alpha Incesti Alelius Besti is going to take whoever she's trying to kill, the 120mm bombard array, up to the high ground, saying, "Oh, the high ground will extend your range, my noble bombard array," and then she'll push her off a goddamn cliff. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I get more vigilant for 5 years. Or I can be like, well, what's this about? And I also get more vigilant for 5 years. and I can imprison this guy without being seen as a tyrant. No, that's fine. Just go away. Yeah, it's all coming together, all part of my scheme. Well, do we want the 120mm bombard array to die? So there's some advantage to us to that. There probably is. I can't think of one, but there almost certainly is a reason to kill my own children. There always is. This guy is so fucking cool. It's almost certainly yours, my Sobben, the fecund pestilence, loinbreaker Magnus and Tumblr. What a name! He's my grandson, the spy master, and a champion. He's also a fearless villain, and he's now got a goddamn kid. I hope he inherits my soul after this. He seems like a pretty cool guy. Now, the one thing I really need on my council is like a genetic engineer. I need somebody to tell me. Look, here's the thing. So you've got like your gametes, right? And they've got like half of a DNA, and they have to combine with the other half to make a human. So like you've got the human eggs, but the human egg can't make a human on its own. Is that correct? And you have to combine it with the gametes from those weird tadpoles. It sort of eats them alive, and this creates a human for some reason. But what stops you from taking the gametes, the other half, just from one of the other eggs and just combining them? Is there a reason you can't do that? Can we do some sort of omelette thing where like like how the orcs are kind of pulled from the mud? It's kind of like that. I've got this new idea. We're gonna fill the tumble dryer with mud, put it on its side, and mix up a human omelette. Yes, my lord. Okay. Ow, I'm doing it, my lord. That's right. Do whatever my hubby says. Human omelettes for dinner. No, it's not for dinner. This is for reproductive purposes. Oh, God, this goddamn French guy. He's costing me all of my crosses. I guess they don't do anything, so it's fine. What's this? Betrothed can marry. What is that creature? He took one for the team, guys. Cornish people have souls too, son. Tumblr. Who are you marrying, then? Who's that? Matilda Doe? So someone French. I know she's English. Inheritable trait, spindly. Oh, whatever. As long as you have kids, I don't care how spindly they are. They don't have to be human, really. We're getting into orcs here on the... I've got this new idea. I need everybody to donate their eggs towards the omelette. And you'll find out what I mean by that soon enough. He took one for the team, and Matilda, they're getting married. Very good. The spouse mediates with English father. Yes, someone in England likes me, because Whippy Longstockings is mediating between us in some way, despite my spouse's poor learning skill. She may be an absolute dumbass, but still, she could fucking speak to her dad. Incredible skill. Well, soon I'm halfway towards being able to speak to her, and then everyone's going to be able to say things to each other. We're reinventing human society from the ground up. First, how do we goddamn communicate? Another betrothal going through. What is that? Absolutely gazeboed on for cunt shrooms. Something. Oh, they got married. They got married without my permission, and now they won't marry again. Oh, what? I thought. Don't I rule this goddamn kingdom? I decide who gets married. That's the whole reason I exist. Like 99% of the gameplay is a thing popping up to decide who gets married. These people married of their own volition, and now they won't accept my proposal that they marry even harder. I have a new kind of marriage, double marriage. You're not going to like it. Why don't they like it? Because they consider it to be polygamous, to marry the same person twice in a row. I guess. So is it though? I've got 2 wives, but they're both the same person. So what does God think about that? Is that too polygamous for God? No. A new bishop came in. The French guy died, and the new guy, this Hungarian guy, he endorsed me. He's only 16. Who's this little punk we brought in from Hungary? Well, we're gonna level up sanctioned loopholes. That sounds great. I found a new loophole in the reproductive system. If you just make this huge mud omelette thing in a cauldron and sort of stir it up and go, yeah, mangy bread, over and over again, you can pull mud creatures from the slop and they're basically human. We can use this to expand our dynasty. Nice one, gazeboed on for cunt shrooms. He was gazeboed on for cunt shrooms the whole time, but he's still launching them out. Well, I suppose the shrooms are pretty for cunt. That's the thing, that's the point. I just had an amazing idea, okay? What if we reproduced with mushrooms? Shh! And hear me out here, because look, when you go back through the lineage, through the DNA lineage, we're trying to get our DNA to be as the same as the thing we're reproducing with, right? In the outcest theory of reproduction, that is. So, wouldn't the most outcestuous thing to be to reproduce with something that, like, diverged from our genetic lineage right back at the goddamn beginning, like 2 billion years ago or something? Can we reproduce with fungus? Steward, bring up the mushrooms. It's time for a dinner party of sorts. Oh, we can't cure the consumption because we don't have a doctor. I forgot to replace Alfie. Well, someone is suggesting this guy, Dr. Jaws. Certainly, he seems enthusiastic, if nothing else. Look at that goddamn jaw. Now there's a guy who knows how to consume things. He could probably bite through an entire tree with that jaw. Yes, okay, now find a cure. Find a cure for yourself. Fuck off. That's a pretty decent insult. Yes, he put on full chainmail, ready for his role as doctor. This is going to be a very violent surgery. I'll need full plate armor. It's time to decide how to treat them. Oh, so I hired a doctor, and all they did was ask me what to do. Okay, well, I actually am a doctor, I think, in my leveling up path. It needs to be this, because this is what late and great Alfie taught us. Even if you have the most minor condition, open face surgery is probably the cure. Disastrous mistreatment. Well, again, this is also what Alfie taught us. Look at that chin. He fucking used the chin to open her face. You don't need a scalpel here. Oh my god. Excuse me. So she's a barely human child, full of pain. She's a heap on the floor covered in blood. It's going well. Oh, we've done another. He's done an Alfie. He cut her face off, and it didn't help. We've just cut her face off. So just say, please don't do that again. We all knew the risks, and we probably all agreed to it, so you're forgiven. Right. I just can't disagree with that chin. It's like a lance. Like, he moves his head. He turns his head at the dinner table. Everybody on the other side of the table is like knocked to the side of the room. At least the mushrooms are still on the table. Where was I? I'll just crawl prone along the table, ready to enact my plan. Everyone else do your own thing, I'm doing my plan, okay? Soon, we'll have the most outcestuous life form possible, and that'll show God that I'm not obsessed with incest. You see, God? I'm fucking this huge mushroom! Isn't this what you wanted? Probably was. Ah, my wife's boyfriend is back at it again. Bring me a piece of paper. What? I'm clearly very busy. What do you want? Oh, he's brought me a poem. That's nice. And he dedicated it to me. That's nice. He's a rapacious blackguard. Though conflict brings wrath to all someday, none are so blighted as this hero's prey. Is this about the mushroom? Then all shall tremble as he takes field, all fire and fury and thundering wield. Yeah, this is definitely about what's happening on the table. And now my life is perfectly balanced. We've balanced the incest with the outcest, I think. I think we can all agree. I mean, no one's agreeing with me, but I'm sure we can all agree in principle. So let's just proceed. Using S5 modal logic, I can thus deduce that we already have agreed. Philosophy joke. Now, why don't you like me enough, wife? My old wife liked me more than you like me, and I'm going to criticize you for that, okay? Oh, it's because I still haven't finished working out how to talk to her. 94% chance. We're almost there. We've almost learned, like, hello. I think I was just trying to work out how to ask her to sleep with me, so we've got through most of the sentence. We just have to learn a couple more words, and we'll have it. Maybe some grammar. Oh, time stopped. Throw in some future tense as well to make sure it happens in the future. We're not just sort of saying that it has happened, but I'm pretty sure it has. It hasn't happened. So to say it has happened would be a lie, and God would be mad, and he's already mad enough after the mushroom affair. If that was supposed to impress you, God. That was for you. I did that because I thought you liked that sort of thing. I don't know what you like. You're very confusing. You're like, well, go forth and multiply. But by the way, having sex is a sin. You go work that one out. I'm out of here. See ya. And here we are, not knowing who to reproduce with, or what to reproduce with, as it were. Well, the murderous goddamn kid has had their own kid. Maybe she'll mellow out and focus on raising the baby and not on killing her own family members. Are you married to your brother or something? Yeah, you are. Good, right. Good. Look at this Cornish supremacist game mechanic. My domain limit is 5 plus 2 just for being Cornish. Yes. See, Cornish people are destined to rule the world, so you get double territory if you're Cornish. I guess nobody is using it because Cornwall doesn't exist, but the idea is there. Are we dead yet? No, we're not actually waiting for death in this campaign. We're waiting to learn how to speak Anglic to ask my wife to stop killing me. We still haven't done anything about this. We really should make murder illegal or something. Then I could stop my kid's murder. No. I feel like having murder be legal is probably going to benefit me in the long run, because not only am I an unkillable god who invented trees, but I'll probably need to kill someone at some point. I seem to remember doing that quite a lot in Crusader Kings 2. At some point, we'll try to become King of England. We'll kill our way to the top. But for now we're just building our pool, stirring our big cauldron of mysterious brown liquid, from which many dutiful warriors of the Dark Lord will be birthed and spawned. We'll sort of tear them out of the weird mud skin, and they'll go, "Rah!" And then we'll be like, who are you loyal to?
The Fertility Lord.
Yes. Who are your enemies?
The Infertiles.
Yes. What do you want? I wish people would stop listening in to me when I'm talking to my Uruk children. It turns out someone's plotting to kill my grandson. Oh, and that's the child of the other family member who someone's plotting to kill. Oh my god, or someone's also trying to kill son of the inventor of the tree app, the Primal Genestealer. Stop. Well, hang on a second. In the intrigue list, the one intrigue we definitely know about is the one that she is the perpetrator of, the attempt to kill 120mm bombard array, but that's not in the list. My own wife is trying to kill... Okay, that's good. No, my wife's looking out for me by trying to take out the murderers in the family. She was just trying to whip the murderers out of the family. That's fine, this is good. I'm not going to let the traitor be known to all. Can I just sort of brush this under the rug? She goes free. That's fine, yeah. And now we go back to learning her language. So we know she's trying to kill her. She only has a 5% chance of doing it. She probably won't do it. It's fine. She bluffs about killing the kids all the time. It's her way of joking. That's her sense of humor. Yeah, she's whipping you. We're all laughing. We're all having a great time. And she says, I'm not going to stop this time. This is the time I'm actually going to kill you. And you say, ha, very funny. We're all having a great time. What was the safety word? Oh, none more goddamn intrigue. The Cornish people have souls, kid. Has unveiled that affair that I just remembered I'm having. That didn't come to anything, I suppose. Well, whatever. Who are you to judge? I lose a level of devotion. I'm an adulterer. Everyone hates me. My wife really hates me. Oh, come on. Come on. My sinful acts come at a cost. Oh, but she is pregnant. I was about to say this was a huge waste because she isn't pregnant. But if she actually is, that's perfect. It's better this way. Yes, correct. It is better this way. And I've gained a rival. Oh, I'm rival with that kid whose face I ripped off. Why are you complaining that I'm infidelious? I'm fertilious. Oh, it's because I'm sleeping with my son's wife, and my son's getting mad. Look, just because I ripped your face off and got your wife pregnant, you think I'm the bad guy here, okay? Think about what you did. I forgot what you did. Just go away. It's fine. What I want to know is what... Yeah, we've really screwed it up with Howissa here. However, we're getting real close to being able to say sorry in her language. That might help. She's going to be whipping me so hard for a while. It's been brought to my attention that no space before her name, Catherine, a renowned playwright, will perform 2,000 Iland nights. That sounds pretty good. Let's go for a pious night at the theatre to maybe I'll somehow make up for everything that's going on. Yeah, I'm sorry for sleeping around. I mean, I don't think you're sleeping with me because we haven't had any children, so I do need to launch them out. Have you heard about this thing called launching them out? I'll explain once I know your language. I watched the play. It was great. I could write better than this, though. I am going to have a learning challenge against Catherine de Warren. We're going to write a better play. It's gonna be a romance between a mushroom and a man, you see, the most forbidden love of all. I'm going to give an impeccable performance to deliver the pious message of our play. The only play with human-mushroom relationship representation or something. It's probably pious. If Outcest is pious, and I'm not quite sure that it is, then this is the most pious thing we've done in a long time, okay? Now, everybody, I'm going to curl up like a mushroom. I want you to come here, come in for the big kissing scene. Everybody, yeah, literally everybody, everybody. You're all in the play. This is what we call audience interaction. Now, come up and kiss the mushroom. Yes. God's weeping with delight, I assure you. So I'll show them how a real Catholic writes a play. Not a fucking mushroom sex scene. It's all there. And we've learned a lot. We can become a scholar. Yes. Now we know. So after all of our experiments in our play, maybe we now know why we can't reproduce with the mushrooms. It's just not working. My wife's boyfriend died, the end of an era. Let's replace him with a mushroom. I was originally going to have ants in my court because I originally thought, well, let's reproduce with something that's just very far away from us genetically. Presuming ants are far away from us genetically, they're probably goddamn not. But yeah, it sort of transitioned into the mushroom fetish. And now that I'm over the mushroom fetish, we've gone through the rigmarole of the mushroom fetish, I'm starting to think, well, what else could I reproduce with? Maybe I could reproduce with this specimen, this strange fungal rival genome creature. You're not a fungus, what are you? Well, I don't understand, but now I've learned Anglic. I will send a letter. Only a 60% chance that she'll like it and she might be friends with me, or she might become my rival. We're gonna have to shoot our shot. We're pretty old, right? I'm 62. It's time to finally shoot my shot with my wife. Let's go for it. Let's try and become at least friends. Go on. She loved it. Yes, we grew closer to forming a friendship. And now that we have a scheme slot open, we can scheme further, right? We can scheme further. At last, we finally got a bastard kid. Took our time. The first bastardo. I will legitimize her as my own. 150 crowns? Really? People care? Oh, I like my crown. I'm not going to wear less than 1,000 crowns. People won't think I'm kingly enough. No, I'll do it, because I need people in the dynasty. You could just be a bastard in the dynasty. You can just sort of tuck yourself in the family tree somewhere and get forgotten about. Okay, never mind. Yeah, our dynasty is pretty legit overall, which is surprising. I guess it is because people don't seduce you so much. Maybe because you now have the option to seduce other people. Can you? Can I just be like... Can I just be like... You can just be... Okay. An odd smell. Waking up in the morning beside my daughter-in-law Maria, I sigh and stretch out languidly, only to catch a glimpse of my beloved wrinkling her nose. How am I doing with the seduction of the wife? Oh, it's gonna take 9 months? Oh my, we're playing a goddamn long game with the wife. Okay, try and work it out. Well, at least we've got the daughter-in-law to keep something going in the meantime, alright? Look, listen, the Primal Genestealer, my love, she starts quickly, as if the words were tumbling out of her mouth by accident. Well, there's no accident when there's tumbling involved. This is difficult to bring up, but you've not been smelling particularly fresh recently. How dare you, I'm always as funky fresh as fresh can be. A wizard is always fresh. Yo, dumbfounded, I give my armpit an inquisitive. Why is sniff different? And an inquisitive. Oh, that's what they called a stank. Perhaps she has a point. We need to find a way to fix this. I'll search for a remedy to the problem. Am I about to invent deodorant? It's not that bad. I gain whiffy. This is very psychological because I actually become stinky if I think I am. But if I don't think I am, I don't become stinky. So that seems like the ideal option. We're starting to learn about God's deodorant. It's belief. I've invented perfume. Top notch. I yawn tiredly. I yawn tiredly? As Maria leads me excitedly to a nearby town, she insisted on traveling out as soon as possible, which in hindsight is somewhat insulting. Anyway, I hate all of my many wives and mistresses. Right, Maria said expectantly. Choose from one of these. They'll make the initial scent come off fresh and fruity. She rolls her eyes at my nonplussed expression. Oh, God. My son's wife's taking me perfume shopping. We're making perfume, of course. Is this a fig? It costs 5 coins for one godforsaken fig. You want me to spend 1% of my entire lifetime's earnings on a fig? Oh, the mint's even more expensive. I'll just get the most expensive one. Yeah, let's get pomegranate because it's really expensive. Then I get this great perfume. And maybe I can sleep with my children's spouses more. Okay? Or, look, you can't put a price on that, can you? After my choice a week ago, even though time hasn't fucking moved, I almost forgotten about Maria's request to fabricate me a fragrance. I only remembered when she stopped dead in the street and wheeled around on her heel, dragging me to a spice merchant at the side of the road. Do we just hang out with her all the time? Who's this? Who's this spouse that hates me? I was trying to hang out with her. Oh, whatever. I mean, this affair is really out in the open. We're just in the market shopping, having a great time. Now these would be perfect. She cooed. These would be perfect. Anything here would be perfect for the heart of the perfume. I looked over at the assembled spices and incenses, so many of them foreign and exotic to my eye. It's like goddamn Constantinople up here in Reykjavik or wherever we are. Is this cardamom? Too cheap. Nutmeg? Too cheap. Cinnamon? Too cheap. Frankincense. I'm spending the entire nation's fortune on this bottle of stank juice. A strong base. A passing vendor at the edge of the... Where are we? Darling, where the fuck are we? I mean, the animation... Why did you drag me into the... I thought we were going to one shop, and here we are in the middle of the forest. What's happening? Anyway, Maria's eyes light up. She pulls me over to them. Now, these would be exactly fit for our purposes. She indicates some of the rarer woods and their resins piled to the left of the merchant. These would give the smell such a powerful base and make it last for an entire day. You call these shavings out? They smell sweet. Another 75 coins lost. Oh my god. Oh, I'm going to smell so good. There's never going to have been a better smell than whatever the hell we're making here. Like, one drop of this into the mud egg omelette cauldron, and all of our dynasty will smell good as well. So maybe this will pay off. I'll just buy this mysterious white powder. It's more expensive to purchase the whale vomit, but I don't know if I want the whale vomit. I'll take the mysterious white powder, I think. Well, you could always find a use for a mysterious white powder. What's this? As a scholar of the diplomatic arts, I'm well aware of the power of an eloquent compliment. After like several months of planning our diplomatic actions with our wife, we've decided maybe I should give her a compliment, although only in fucking letter form. I'm not going to deliver this compliment to her personally. That's far too forward. I will send you a raven from my room to your office, wherever the hell the Whippy Longstockings actually lives, and say, you're nice, okay? What should I? I have to choose a You're so forgiving. Exactly the sort of person that would forgive many affairs, and one that's ongoing right now. You can literally smell this affair. We're making such a big deal about it. I don't know. I mean, I don't think she's a particularly good person overall. So, is there anything honest we can say about her that she's nice? Let's just say you're beautiful. Well, that's fine. That's arguably true. I mean, the rest, I don't know. Okay, good. A budding interest. She likes the idea that I think she's beautiful, so that's something. Now back to the stank production. I open the crude stopper, but enough about my wife, and my olfactory senses are caressed by the smell. I call over Maria excitedly, and the two of us marvel at the fragrance wafting around the room. I feel like the richest man in the world, despite having spent 50% of my net worth on this tiny bottle of stank. Or I'll take a decant. My love can have the bottle. I can give it. She'll really like me, but she already likes me the most amount anyway. Isn't this for me? Wasn't the whole point I need to fucking stank left? It lasts 100 years. Whoa, okay. Now that's a long-lasting effect. 100 years of debuffed stank? I'll take that at any price. Put that on the advertisement. At last, real-life stank debuffers with 100-year duration. Only 500 gold. This is great. This is great. My spouse is finally neutral towards me. Everything in my life is coming up roses, except for this whole seduction plan, which is ridiculously difficult, it seems. I guess the thing is, in the olden days, being married to someone wasn't really the connection that we consider it to be today. So, like, while I'm married to them, this is a purely, like, legal and, like, diplomatic relationship. I've probably never met this person in the game that I'm technically married to, So this actually is a big deal to try and get to know them. I have to send them a goddamn letter to introduce myself after 10 years of marriage. So I think while it seems to not make sense, probably in history, it actually might have been this difficult to say anything to your spouse. You might have had to have a series of postal stations, 10 years on goddamn Duolingo trying to learn Anglic. Here we go. Here's a chance to advance our cause. The celebrations come to an end. What celebration? I don't know. Anyway, she wants a reading. A clerk arrives, wondering what the guests want to hear, and I'm going to read my mushroom fan fiction aloud. The Army's Predane. I've heard of the Army's Predane. I'm so educated in real life. Isn't there something Brythonic? Is she from Cornwall? She's English. No, she wouldn't like that. Something about Jerusalem. I guess she's Catholic. Something pious. No, let's go with this one because I recognize the name. Does she like it? As the clerk reads, she seemed completely engrossed. She loved that shit, whatever it was. Good choice. The Primal Genestealer, she says, and smiles coolly. Yes! Yes! My love said something to me. So much relationship. It was great. Wasn't it? It was all my idea. Smoldering chemistry. It's absolutely fucking smoldering. I know the titles of some books. If you know what I mean. I know exactly what you mean, I think. Somebody wants to get married. Yes, this was my other plan. Yes, to try and get albinoism into the family. Yes, please inherit albinoism. And there's the gigantism. He's got a huge chin as well. Can we get more chins? Maybe we can't reproduce with the mushrooms. Maybe we can kind of make mushrooms. We can make mushrooms out of men. Yes, this shall be our house's new creed. What are you, a man or a mushroom? I hope it's the latter, for it is a far superior being, and soon you shall become one with my superior genetic omelettery. It's so sad, the more you think about it. My life was so good, like, before. Hey guys, remember when Alfie was still alive? That was so much better. It's just sad at this point because I've actually had a pretty decent life. We've been a really good character. Oh my fucking no. We've been a really good character. And things were going really well when we actually had that like genuine wife. That like there was no scam, there was no whipping. I think there was a little bit of a scam, and she was sleeping with someone else. But aside from that, it was like a really good, wholesome setup. We had all these beautiful children, and I think my wife killed one of them or something. Oh no, she just surgically removed one of their faces, and it was Did I kill my wife? Again, I've forgotten because it's been so long. Maybe you know, watching this, maybe it wasn't so long ago in the video that I killed my wife, but I've forgotten. So that means I didn't do it, I think. Anyway, to the charming High Chieftain, the Primal Genestealer of Island, actually, Amaduke, you want me to honor the alliance in the Gloucestershire claim on the Earldom of Berkshire. Wow, what small stakes about which nobody could possibly care. To what extent am I allied to Hugh of Berkshire? What is this? Like, am I sleeping with your daughter? I am sleeping with your daughter. Or not sleeping with your daughter, as the case might be. What's that ball and chain? Oh, known criminal. Okay. I thought it was doing a whole like, oh, we're married, eh? The old ball and chain, is it? No, she actually has a ball and chain because she's a known criminal. We can't have her running around killing everybody. Oh, that's right, she's trying to kill my other children. It's all coming back to me now. For some reason, I remembered this situation as much more wholesome than it really is. It's fine. I would love to join the Gloucestershire claim on the Earldom of Berkshire as a defender. If those people from Gloucester want to come up to the island and fight over Berkshire, that's fine. Can we just die already? This video is getting so long. Originally, my original Crusader Kings 2 video was like 9 hours of content. And looks like this is going to be no different. She's not even the right race. You're not a high elf. You're not an old mare from the Somerset Isles. How could I possibly be with you? Well, oh, she kisses me. A challenge. Oh, so you challenge me to a duel, do you? It's time for a duel of lips, of sorts. A joust of lips. Bring me 2 horses and clear a space 100 meters long. I'm going in for a kiss. The warring feelings in my chest are echoed by our bodies. Oh, it's because she's not related to me. I can't do it. She's not even a relative of mine. She's not even an old mare from the Somerset Isles. But we spend the night delivering both insult and bliss unto each other. Yes, we're definitely doing some BDSM shit up in here with Whippy Longstockings. It's finally happening. 95% success chance. I'm ready. My body is ready. Kiss me again, my spineless witch. And she becomes my lover. Yes, we just had to treat her like shit. It's one of those situations. The old reverse situation. Shouldn't she like me more? Shouldn't you like me the maximum amount? I called you a spineless witch. I get plus 60 for lover, plus 40 for seducer. But she really hates legitimizing the bastards and being unfaithful. Wait, was I unfaithful? Surely. Oh, I'm sleeping with the kids spell. Yeah, sleeping with the kids. Okay, fine. Here's a deal, my darling love. I get to sleep with my old wife's kids' spouses. In exchange, I will call you a bitch on demand. Deal? Yes, we've got a deal. Finally, something actually comes out of this. All right, we're getting somewhere. I really didn't think we'd get that extra kid, but it's starting to happen. I'm back in the groove. I've got my mojo back. I can now learn a new perk. Scholar? I already have Scholar. I've mastered 2 of the perk trees. My only option is to pick Faithful. Thank you to God for reminding me how to get women pregnant. You scream at them, calling them a witch, something. Oh, for fuck's sake. You've got to be kidding me. They actually came over. I was joking, you Gloucester fucks. They actually came over here. Oh my actual God. No, I don't want to play the game. I don't know how to get an army. I think it says up here, we have 1,200 soldiers. Well, they just brought 3,333 soldiers over here. The army of Cambridge. Oh, so that guy who was getting me to go to war didn't tell me they were allies to everybody else. Oh, Well, maybe we're the distraction, okay? We're the distraction. Let them sit here on the island besieging our castle or something. Do we have a castle? I presume we have something that we can keep them outside for a bit. It does say here that beautiful Whippy Longstockings is forgiving, so maybe that will increase the speed at which we sort of get over that whole unfaithful and bastardization thing. It's kind of happening. I think over time she's going to like me more based on my analysis of her reports of how much she likes me. I go through the daily paperwork as my duties of king, trying to go through all the numbers on who likes me. I don't know. Are people putting down the right numbers? Well, as I was having this debate, I was thrown into a jail-like arrangement. Well, it turns out there's not enough iron on the island to actually make a full set of bars, so we're just going to make 4 or 5 and put them in the middle of the room. If you would be so good as to stand at least mostly behind the bars, so it kind of looks like we've imprisoned you, we'd really appreciate that. I've been captured and detained by Duke Robert, probably Duke Robert, House Normandy, Cambridge. Oh, it's the goddamn... Somehow the Normans are involved in this. Well, I hope this doesn't last. Oh, they've put the bars up here as well. They even put Whippy in the bars, but she can still give birth in the small cage. We're going to put a little cage section in each room, but otherwise, it's really going to be mostly the same as it was before. You're so brave, so strong, words cannot describe my love for you. Now we have a perfect little daughter. Who will you become, my child? The jail breaker. My councillor Rodri died, courtiers were killed in the siege, good. You're not killing any of my family members. I mean, are they my family members? My grandson and 8 others were captured. Is everyone else, are we all in prison? You guys, are you also in prison? Well, they're not. Who gets to be in prison? Fuck! Sorry about the fair's dead. Did she die in the siege? Is there some sort of consequence? What is this bullshit? Oh no, she died of disease. Yeah, she died of disease. Oh, thank God this wasn't my fault. Okay, I forgot. At least whatever that is. Is safely behind bars. I feel much safer being behind 2 sets of bars away from that guy. And their kids behind bars. We're all behind bars. Could whoever that guy was, could you come and save us? What is he doing? Nothing, I guess. Well, we still have 700 soldiers, but they'll just die if I deploy them, so there's no point. Looks like that cheeky monkey is still launching them out from behind bars, so this is good. He's got some sort of arrangement going on. It's all fine. Dad's in prison. It's fine. It's the island. It's fine. It's just how it goes. No, I think I accidentally deleted the name. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. You don't need a name. Yeah. You don't need your freedom. You don't need a name. You really don't need anything except to die. Holy shit. No mercy. Jailbreak Betty Ball and Chain Jane was instantly thrown into jail at 0 years old. Absolutely merciless behavior from these disgusting Normans. But it says you have no available spouse. What does that even mean? Oh, I need to get myself a prison wife of sorts. I understand how it goes now. Let's just fucking sit here and die. New idea, guys. Let's just sit here and die. That's the spirit. We'll always be an island. The island shall be free. If the island means as much to you as the island means to me. Shutting down. He was a robot all along.
All along. Plot twist. He did not have the amount of soldiers required to stop this invasion.
Schemer discovered by Spymaster comes to me with grave news. Oh, for fuck's sake. I should never have followed #grave on Twitter. Getting all this fucking grave news. My son, absolutely gazeboed on fecund shrooms, who does not have a face, is plotting against my son, the inventor of the tree. The son of the inventor of the tree. Why? Are you jealous? Are you jealous? Is it because you were trying to become a tree under that mask? The worthless fiend. No effect. Great. we fell from grace so hard. Even that new kid I got sent to jail immediately, just by virtue of being, like, related to me. Did they commit any crime? They were born after the bad thing that you're complaining about even happened. So how are they responsible? Why do you put them in jail? Oh, my spouse's opinion of me is going down so much. I think I'm not seducing her anymore, that's why. We've been apart too long. She's going to be jealous that I got my prison wife. Oh, it's all going down. Under house arrest, I'm losing my dread. No one's scared of me anymore that I'm trapped in this cage. It's sort of a bird cage of sorts, so we can hang it underneath the nest. And it will look somewhat deliberate, I think. Yeah, so I'm losing my monthly lifestyle experience. You know, this just really isn't gelling with my lifestyle, being trapped in this cage. Well, I mean, 25% of it does. I mean, a lot of what my lifestyle was sitting in cages before. New military strategy. I hope this goes away. Is that me? Who's that? Is that me? This is you. Oh, I was shipped to England. They actually removed me physically from the island. Surely that means my mortal body should disappear. I thought I was connected to the island. I didn't realize I was actually sent to England. I'm in fucking Norfolk. Okay. Well, I mean, are our allies pursuing this war in any fashion? Can I just surrender? Guys, I just remembered, I don't even nearly, slightly, the smallest amount care about any of this. I just did this to sleep with some girl, okay? I can't surrender because I'm not the war leader. Okay, so even making a deal to get out of this has to be done by this guy, who is currently very busily doing absolutely fucking nothing. Aren't you supposed to be trying to claim Berkshire? I guess they have Berkshire, and that's the end of that for them. Oh my god, now I'm getting stressed because I'm so lonely in my tiny cage. I'm like a zoo animal in the middle of some guy's hall. People just walk around looking at me. I mean, it really looks like the wife is imprisoned nearby, but obviously she's not going to talk to me even at the best of goddamn times. Are we within whipping range of each other? If we're not, then we can't really communicate. That was our love language, so to speak. Now, more grave news. Grave news update. Alpha Incesti Allele's bestie is plotting against. Second impact. Target still up. The evil fiend. So this is another case where I could put her in prison, but I'm not allowed, and I am myself in prison. There's sort of hypocrisy barrier there. Well, why don't we all get into the same prison and have a family reunion? We're all goddamn criminals in one way or another. Growing strong in that jail cell, the weakness that plagued my daughter since birth has released its hold. That's good, the first bastardo is running around with all the other children. Although notably, she's running in a sort of Flintstones way, carrying a cage with her little legs through the bottom of the cage so she can run around. Oh, it's just good to be a child. Grow up big and strong. That's right, running around carrying the cage all the time will make you stronger. It's sort of weight training. Whereas I am in a different kind of weight training where I wait for death. Every day spent as a prisoner of Duke Robert is another day that my carefully laid plans slip further from my grasp. They've already slipped so far, I don't even slightly remember what those plans might have been. Oh well. At least I'm so fucking wide they couldn't make a jail that could contain me. The true punishment is not the bodily confinement, but being so incapacitated. I'm really fucking stressed, okay? It's ruining my ambition. I'm overwhelmed by stress. You get an achievement for being so overwhelmed by stress. Now I'm having a goddamn mental break. Here in the darkness, I gather my strength and tear my enemies limb from limb with my mind. Yes, they can't stop us. If we can develop psychic powers, no jail will be able to hold me. I will rip Duke Robert apart using psychic energy. Didn't I once reproduce with something from the Shadow Realm? I thought I found a way to access a different realm using shrooms or something. Anyway, my wretched jailer, Duke Robert, he will suffer the most. When I get out, they will pay. It makes me less stressful to think about how they'll pay. Or why wait? In my mind, they are at my mercy. I can turn into a lunatic, but that's a really non-stressful option. I lose all my stress. Wait a second. When I get out, oh, they will pay. You lose the trait, lustful. What? You mean I'll actually be less horny if I focus my life energy on killing somebody? Why can't it be both? Those things aren't at all mutually exclusive. Okay, in that case, we're going to have to go lunatic so we can stay horny. Always stay horny. Always be horny, ladies and gentlemen. It's the lunatic horn dog Corn at it again on his Norfolk tour. He's ripping people limb from limb with his psychic powers, and he can't be stopped. And I'm no longer stressed. That really calmed me down, that little short break in Norfolk. I killed a few people. I developed psychic powers. I'm having a great time. Now, when do we get out? The actual war score is gradually getting better and better for us. I think because the distraction's kind of working. Because our allies are holding the objective of the campaign, they're getting points for that, and that's making the score go up and up. And eventually it's going to get back to 0 and undo the fact that we've been occupied. Like, we're very much on the periphery. Plus, we have actually used the island itself to kill 1,000 enemy troops. So they are losing stuff. Wait a minute, that number's going up. Is it? It's going down? Well, I am a lunatic. Like, I can't be expected to know what direction numbers are going. It went up. It's really going up and down. There's a small amount of necromancy. It's really hard to explain what is alive and dead on the island, really. Time is convoluted. People sort of flicker in and out of existence. It's really hard to explain. Yeah, is there ships coming or something? I mean, I don't know. A new member of the Tumblr dynasty. And they don't even exist. It's just an invisible lump and they're patting it. This is amazing. A new paradigm. Invisible children. Why didn't I see it before? I'm not going to write it correctly. That's too long. Fuck you. Why didn't I see? What we can do is not only destroy our enemies with our mind, but continue expanding the dynasty with our mind. What if I was to create children out of nothing? We've tried creating them out of stones. It actually works pretty well. But what if we tried summoning them from the void of my own eternal abyss of mind? Or we could just leave. We can escape from prison at any time. One of two things can happen here, and either way we win. We can die, shuffle off this disgusting mortal coil, and turn into someone else who'd probably be a massive disappointment, and then I'll just quit the game. Or we'll win the war. Ah, who's this? Someone else shuffled their cell up to mine. As I spend my time separated from the ones I love is a cruel punishment, blah blah blah. I want any source of comfort or companionship. The only thing that gets me through my long days is my connection with It's Almost Certainly Yours, My Sobbin. Well, is he here with me? Looks like I became friends. Yeah, I became friends with my son. That's quite nice, isn't it? Our cells were near each other. We'd throw back and forth jibes about who was killing who, or who had the most imaginary girlfriends. Well, first Bastardo learned the Brythonic language. That doesn't sound good. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's because the kids are being brought up in prison. They're learning other people's cultures. I mean, I'm no expert at parenting, but should you bring the kids up in prison? I don't know. Who's bringing the kids up? They're just in a cage somewhere. And I'm still getting annoyed about being stuck in this goddamn cage. More stress. Again, overwhelmed by stress. Oh, and now he's coming to torture me. It comes to an abrupt end when the cell door is thrown open. The guard's silhouette is familiar, but the man behind him... Oh no, Duke Robert twirls the whip in his hand. Ah, yes. You think I don't know where this is going. Oh, the whip looks innocent enough, but it can separate flesh from bones just as well as my knife. Allow me to demonstrate. You absolute piece of shit. You're not even going to sleep with me for this, are you? This isn't even a roleplay thing, oh, for fuck's sake. It's really stressful, and there's a 5% chance of nothing. Well, I hope that happens. I'm overwhelmed by stress. Now I'm having a mental break. Oh my god. I can feel the guards watching me. Can we become even crazier? I can become possessed. Oh, I'm talking to the spirit people. No, I want that. Again, if I do anything other than talk to the spirit people, I stop being horny. So I have to pray. I have to pray to the horny, corny spirit. Please get me out of here. I don't care if I'm possessed by demons. I can still reproduce. Put that on your dating profile. No, my son's girlfriend died and thus my girlfriend died. No, another invisible fake child. We can just keep imagining new people into our dynasty. Yes, the demons are fertile. Yes, we can keep doing this, and victory grows ever closer. At last, we have found the true way to play Crusader Kings. Hey, they're walking off into the sea. Yes, they're fucking off. Are they going to go and have a decisive battle? Can they just fight and lose? Oh no, our allies lost all of their troops somehow. Oh no, they're going to go back and win the battle. Oh, what's happening there? Someone else, some other war is happening. A white peace happened. So be it. Okay, everybody fuck off. Free once more. Yes, this all worked out absolutely perfectly. Imprisonments of cruelty. We're back at home. Slow time down. Jailbreak Betty, ball and chain, has finally broken jail. Betrothed can marry. What is all this? I'm sorry, God, I repent. Ab Norwegian invasion. Constellation Kid Tumblr can marry Eleanor Doe. That sounds very Norman, though. Okay, you better do it. You better do it. Bring him up, bring him up. That sounds good. The Duke of Kent. Oh my god, I just married into another corner of England. This is going to be an absolute disaster. Why are we involving ourselves in this at all? Ransom. Greetings, High Chieftain, blah blah blah. You'll release Scion of the Singularity. It emerges, Tumblr from my care, but not for free? Yeah, that's pretty cheap. Yeah, I'll buy that for Scion of the Singularity. My culture discovered royal prerogative. We just realized that people will do whatever I say. And I just realized something much more important than that. I brought the jail home with me. I really got into this whole being in jail thing. Maybe we can make this part of the role play as well. No, I'm gonna stay in the cage. I'm gonna stay in here. I think I'm only safe behind the bars. That's how I've come to feel. Well, anyway. Well, we don't know who, but someone's trying to kill the two-dad mad lad. Well, as usual, we'll probably stop that at some point. Are we? Yeah, we're staying in the jail. But old Whippy Longstockings likes me again. Not quite sure why. I think we might be back to seducing each other. Or she's just forgotten about all the unfaithfulness. I mean, I just did a jail sentence for something. Can we consider that to be the repentance for the unfaithfulness? Like, I got sent to prison. I was separated from my kid for like 6 years or something. My kid doesn't speak my language anymore because she spent so long talking to the other criminals in the jail about whatever bullshit they chat about. Whereas I created a world of my own imagination and killed several people, impregnated many demons, and we actually had 2 demon babies. And that's progress. Please. People don't like that I'm possessed and a lunatic, but my wife still quite likes me. If I wasn't possessed by demons, my wife would like me the maximum amount, but she still nearly likes me the maximum amount. You know, he's such a nice guy. He's a little bit possessed. I understand he's being controlled by demons from the Shadow Realm, and that he refuses to get out of this weird chastity cage he's invented for himself. Aside from that, he's a great guy. It's all going very well here on the... I was really hoping I would die, which obviously. Can this just end? Like, I've still got the option to try and escape from this new prison. Didn't it say just now that I was released? Fine, I'm getting out of here. It's time to leave. Betrayal! Me and my son spent many nights plotting our escape. As I made a ruckus, he stands ready by the door. The guard opens the door, and I smile. Now it's almost certainly yours, my sub, and will attack from behind, and... That's the door closing behind the guard. It's almost certainly yours, my sub, and disappears into the night, unchallenged as guards converge on me. So my bastard son, who's not a bastard, but he might as well be, the insane adventurer, has escaped, leaving me in this prison of my own making, in my own house. Well, at least he got out. I can be wounded. Or I can stop being friends with him. That's right, I'm going to not be your friend anymore. You're not invited to my birthday party. Are we never going to get out? Can I ransom myself out? I can buy another kid off of them. My mum's all killer, no filler. Okay, I'll buy that kid off them. You got any more? You got any more of my kids to sell me? I'm pretty rich. I'll buy them all. Come on. I'm bleeding out in this fucking prison of my own design. So it seems... No, I'm not here anymore. I don't know where I am. I was released from the original prison, but I still seem to be in a prison. It's possible that the entire prison thing is inside my imagination at this stage. I mean, it's more than possible at this stage. If I pay 100 coins to Duke Robert, I'm allowed to let myself out of prison. Okay, let's do it. Yeah. No, I did it not just in time to get stressed. What? Dying. I'm at death's doorstep. Oh, this is that thing I invested into earlier. God gives me a text message advance 1 year before I die. We're finally reaching the end. It took so long to get through this guy's life. What a successful life. A good deal. I bought my way out of prison. I'm dying. Should I change who my heir is? Stop time! It's time for a classic kid review. Where do we set the heirs? Let's try and find that sort of bullshit. We haven't really played the game at all in this lifetime, so I don't know how to do it. No, walling off the proles. Succession. Designated heir. I don't have absolute crown authority, so I can't change who it is. Okay, great. So basically, I'm going to be the fecund pestilence loinbreaker Magnus, the primal Genestealer. Son. Okay, there's three kids in that line. Oh, including the Scion of the Singularity, that's quite good. And that guy who betrayed me. And Alpha Incestealer. Okay, there's some decent kids. There's some decent kids in there. That's fine. I'm ready to die. Happy to die. Ready to die. Wishing I'd died much earlier. It's all going very well. Back on the island. Oh my, it's finally ending. I'm really glad that this is over because it's been quite stressful being this character. And the thing is, we're looking ahead now and thinking, it's not going to get any easier than this. Like, this life that we went through was easy. It was the best. We had a loving wife, billions of children. What is that? Oh my god. I'm ready for it to end. Take me, Lord. I'm going back up to the nest. I'm going to climb up there, raise my hands to the sky, and scream that I invented trees. This is my message to the world. I still haven't brought them all back. Oh, whoosh. How many of my family members did you steal and to sell back to me? This really doesn't seem fair. They weren't involved in any of that bullshit. Who is that guy? Duke Robert. Can I have the rest? Do you have a catalogue of how many of my children you own? Why do we let them be bought with private property rights? What? Countess? Whoa. What's this? What's this final fucking betrayal? My wife has left the court. She's gone to Berkshire. She went back to be with that fuck-off dad who got me into this whole mess. Because she's now the countess. Her dad must have died. Is that what happened? Yes. She left to rule that stupid territory, which is what they were fighting over in the war. Whereas I will now just stay at home, I guess, on my own, dying, just bleeding from an open face wound. Nobody fucking cares. It seems that the end of the Primal Genestealer's life has suddenly been soured, and once again it was all Pippi Longstocking's fault. Well, at least I'm still leveling up. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me, given that there's fucking knife wounds all over my eyes. Something. I need glasses. Look, just sell everything that's impossible to read. New policy. I can't read. Nobody can read, okay? And then I make a little money. Trying to get some inheritance for the kid. And at the last second, can we quickly pop out a deathbed repentance of some kind? Just really clear up everything. That's the thing about being told in advance when you'll die. You can whip out that deathbed repentance. I'll see you again soon, Alfie. Please. What's that? Smallpox. Did I kill my wife because I did open face surgery on her? I can't remember. Well, now I'm going to come to her and being like, look, someone tried to do open face surgery on me. So, swings and roundabouts, something. We can be together again in the afterlife. And look, there's still some bullshit going on here. And my kid's trying to sleep with the mayor. Have we nothing more important to attend to? Looks like the mayor's becoming a fornicator. Oh my God, it's starting to heat up in prison. Well, yeah, why was she in prison? By the way, why are you in prison? Some sort of hot prison sex scandal going on with the mayor. Well, we don't have time for that anymore. It's time to focus on Alfie. We need to make sure we go to whatever afterlife she went to. We are the same religion, aren't we? Will that help? Yeah, we're both Catholic, but I think we're both pretty big sinners. Yeah, being lustful is a sin. So we're probably... Wait, no, because she's also in hell, right? For all those crimes. I mean, she was unfaithful. She ripped people's faces off and stuff. And I'm pretty sure, was she lustful as well? I can't remember anymore. I can't even find how to look at her. I need to find one of the kids who's from her. There we go. Yes, she was lustful. Okay, so we both have the same problem with God. So that means God might send us to the same hell section. I think we are going to get to be together with Alfie again in the end. That's quite nice. I think that's all I really wanted from this end of life, and we are going to get it. Oh, did I already die? God, is this the afterlife? No, because what he can do is he can work out that I actually want to go to hell to be with Alfie, and so my hell is constantly waiting to go to hell and never getting it. Oh God, you crafty fuck. You've done it again. That's a really good idea. God has great ideas. This whole world you created, it's great. I loved every aspect of it. I enjoyed it a lot, and I really love your afterlife scam that you've got going on here. It's great. Okay, so I'm basically being made immortal because being dead would benefit me immensely. And now I sit in the dryer on my own. Everybody out of the dryer. I'm going to sit down in the middle of the dryer and go out the way I truly wanted. He died as he lived, experiencing immense G-forces in an enormous tumble dryer, powered by a huge wheel with 10,000 slaves in this little underground cave thing underneath. There's a very hell-like existence going on in the castle to power the tumble dryer. Well, anyway, I'll sit down in the middle. I'll bring the throne into the dryer. Yeah, and then sit there. Sit very regally on the throne. Begin to spin, I command my last orders, and the wheel begins to turn. It's like the very sound of my soul being whisked away into the afterlife. It spins up and up. I'm being pressed harder and harder into the chair as the centrifugal force bombards me from above. Yes, spin it more. Spin it more. It's so dry.
I'm ready to tumble.
Excuse me. I open the door of the dryer. Little note, my lord. By the way, someone's trying to kill me. All right, darling. Okay, can you close the door on your way out? Close the door on your way out. Thanks. Have a good life. I'll see you down there, as it were. Now, as I was saying, how are we still alive? I mean, I legitimately should be dead. Like, for so many reasons, both in and outside of the game. How am I still alive? I don't understand. Can we get this over with? The slaves are getting tired, God. They wish the tumbling would be over.
No, you foolish mortals. Don't you see? The tumbling is never over.
Yes, my lord. Tumbale, tumbale, won't you tumbale? The choirs sing out across the land, singing the praises of House Tumbale. I, as in the new priest, accidentally is just reading fucking Lord of the Rings in church. Ah, good. Mind and body, I'm so healthy and alive. I'll spend the afternoon journaling to reduce my stress. Ah, today was a dry day. When... Haven't like 2 years passed since the thing popped up saying you will die in 1 year? Was that a scam text message?
Foolish mortals. I'll send them visions telling them they're going to die, making them repent, and then they actually stay alive, and then they have to worship me some more.
Another genius scheme from God. That's a really good idea. Convince everyone they're about to die so that they repent and start joining a religion properly. Like, okay, now I'll seriously worship you. And then you keep them alive. And then they'll be like, oh, maybe I actually should keep worshipping then. Or was that a joke? At least some portion of them will actually worship you. Is that what's happening with Whippy Longstocking? She's got something on her face. Are you diseased? She's melancholic. Oh, she's possessed. Oh, it was a sexually transmitted demon. Fuck. Was this me? I bet I'm possessing her. Yes, in my death throes, I will transfer my mind into Whippy Longstockings for our sexual connection. Yes, you can see her face is sort of starting to change, and soon it will open up, and my face will actually be behind her face. It was me all along. Now I am the Count of Berkshire. My true plan has come to fruition. probably. What's this? Our kid has a massive knife wound across the fucking face. How are things going down there in Berkshire? Oh no, she's up here with me. Yeah, the kid's still here. Oh, you know what it's like on the island. You know what it's like on the island. Fucking jailbreak Betty, always getting into knife fights. And I'm a prisoner in my own body. How long do I have to wait? That's a very good question. I'm now infirm in my wait for death. We're getting close. We're getting close. That's interesting. So even though she lives here, jailbreak Betty, she's still talking to Mummy. Even though Mummy lives down in Berkshire, so they actually can't be. Although, it could be the connection that, because I'm possessing her, there's a sort of reverse possession as well. So Mummy can speak to the kids through me, through this sort of quantum demonic sex link that we have. You might be a high chieftain. You're also a hysterical sycophant. Well, it's not like I ever claimed otherwise, did I? The unprovoked anger expressed by my grandson, it's almost certainly your summon, comes as a complete surprise. Remember when we were in jail and we were friends together and you backstabbed me so that only you could escape? What do you want now? Even that he even struggled? I don't know. For some reason I find it quite calm to see that stupid punk kid of mine getting mad over nothing. The library in my palace is truly a sight to behold. Thousands of ledgers, books, and scrolls containing knowledge unknown to most. Yes. I'll write a guide on summoning the sex demon so that we can become a sex demon cult. Well, there's the topic for the next part of this content series. For now, we still wait for death. I'll be known as High Chieftain, the Primal Genestealer. We can add a title. The Enlightened, the Truth Seeker, the Chronicler. I'll go the Truth Seeker. Good nickname. I get a ton of crowns. We're really prestigious. Everyone loves us so much. How are we alive? The sex demons are at it again. I'm constantly distracted by lascivious thoughts and erotic fantasies. With all the hardships of my everyday life, it's all too easy to lose myself in daydreams and forget about reality. Yes. I mean, of course, reality is a fucking daydream. You idiot. You're dreaming all of this. You're still in prison, remember? When we were in prison, we created a mental realm to escape into so that you could be a sex demon. Don't you understand? Kids trying to kill each other. Good. Empty council position. Good. First guy on the list. Could be it. Outliving a child. What? My heir actually died. Instead of me. My son died. Instead of me. That's the guy I was supposed to be. Stop. Time. Who am I going to be now? It's on. Oh, that means instead, the fucking guy who betrayed me and left me in prison is now the heir. And he's a lunatic as well. We all had a great time in prison. We came away with some great memories, okay? Some of us got some sexually transmitted demons. The rest of us just got the basic lunacy package. Great. Betrothed can marry. Not even incestuous, but okay. We need to marry people off. Just do it. We don't have enough people left who are valid to incestuously marry. My wife's not at work. We've got no general. Okay, you seem cool. Open your soul hole. You're now the general. Someone's trying to kill the first bastardo. Stop it. How am I alive? How old am I? I'm 81. It's literally the past. The first bastardo was immediately killed. Are you serious? We didn't even know who it was. We didn't even discover who it was. My family's dying around me, and I'm still alive. Oh, at least we've got something coming on here. Oh, this is where I wanted them to inherit albinoism. Can you inherit albino? I don't even know if that is possible. Can we get white hair? Then we'd be really cool. We'd be like Daenerys Targaryen. Can we either invent hair dye or find new genes to just make it white? And now someone's trying to kill the son of the inventor of the... Who is it? Who is it trying to kill everyone at court? There's just constant murder plots. Here's another one. Someone's trying to kill Ood-Prost. A goddamn Giga Chad. Oh, now the Giga Chad's annoyed that all of the books aren't translated. Look, I'll work it out. Okay, I'll work it out. There you go. We translated it. Someone's getting married, leveling up again. I'm a religious icon. I am becoming a god. I'm so old. God, I'm so old. Again, I've outlived my child. The gazebo on shrooms kid died. He did not deserve this. This is very stressful. No. I'm not going. What is this? I call to honor the alliance and join me against the tyranny of Duchess Matilda of Normandy. Signed, Duchess Matilda of Normandy. I'm too old for this. I'm too old. You want me? You want me to kill you? What? Oh, we lost. So be it. It looks like the Duchess Matilda lost the war against herself. I technically lost. Oh, and it's crusade time. I will finance this cause. I'm not actually going. There's only one place I want to go, and it's nowhere on the mortal realm. Wait a second. I can feel my life force coming back to me. My eyes meet Kenna's for what feels like the 20th time tonight. I know I'm not imagining things. Even from the other end of the table, her gaze feels as intense as the midday sun. Oh, Kenna McHugh Fraser. Looks like this is a newly acquired wife of the 50 years older than her. Guys, Cornish people have souls too. Who has a stone for a soul? That's that guy. And she wants me. And I cannot lie, I want her too. Or is punishing her husband, guys, Cornish people have souls too, what I truly desire? Yes, we don't even want to sleep with her. We just want to fucking annoy our own kids. That's a great reason to sleep with their partners. And speaking of age difference, she's 17. I'm like 80-something. I'll give her a good tumble. I'll find her once everyone is asleep. Afterwards, Kenna falls to the mattress with a thump, her breath ragged and eyes half closed. Oh, this is this thing again where we can try to be her girlfriend, but she might think it's too clingy. Please. Yes, I'm not too clingy. I did it. This is my last gasp at life if I manage to sleep with my son's new wife. You think I won't sleep with them all? You can get as many new wives as you want. It's happening. And my great-granddaughter has given birth to a daughter. I don't know. I guess I mistyped. Sorry. I don't know. Great. We did it. Burying the hatchet, and Cornish people have souls too, comes to me saying, whatever is between us, let us start anew. We're going to put the thing that happened just now aside. The thing is, your wife is still my girlfriend. As long as that's part of the deal, then I agree. We'll stop being rivals. See, now we're all one happy family, with a lot of links between all the parts of the family. And Jailbreak Betty, Ball and Chain Jane, is launched out a son. Once again, another round of selling everything that can't be read by me. I'm not joking. Is it a glitch that I can't die? It literally popped up saying you're about to die, like 10 years ago. And we're still launching them out. Oh, wait a second. Looks like, yeah, that's the person I was just sleeping with. She had a kid. It's got to be mine. It seems like it might be better if nobody knew, though. Let's just keep this little secret package stashed away somewhere in the corner of the family tree. There's secretly a child of the original Primal Genestealer. That will probably come in useful. We're going to write something in the journal that will make us less stressed. We are waiting for death again. Other people are waiting for death of other people. All good. Have a quick prayer, I don't care. Go away, the merchants were convinced. Go away, literally go away, just let me die. Just let me die in peace. I am now a prophet. I am now a prophet of a new religion. The religion is called Let Me Die in Peace. This religion is called Fuck the Fuck Off, okay, right? Really easy to follow, really easy religion. God's gonna like you, God being me, if you fuck off. It's that easy. Now, my wife wants something. What do you want? What do you want? I'm busy sleeping with our children. No, I'm busy sleeping with my ex-wife's children's new wives, okay? Complicated relationship. My winsome stag, lord of my heart, I can keep my feelings secret no longer. From this day on, I'll do everything in my power to prove my loyal affections. But you literally left me to go and rule Berkshire. And I'm you. You forgot that I am you, okay? Because of the sex demons. I control your actions. So now I'm doing this weird sort of self-cessed roleplay where I possess someone and make them, as them, seduce the original me, so I can get the experience of seducing myself, you see? You flatter me, my lady. Yeah, you can attempt to win my heart all you like. Another one. Whoopsh. She has literally whipped them out. Another one whipped out, my lord. Okay, good. Once again, it does not take long for a year to pass at maximum speed. Proof of devotion. Look, my brave stag, I said to myself. She's kneeling in the dust before me, right hand above her heart, pictured with her left hand. Worst game. My only desire is to bring you honor and happiness. Oh yeah? Remember when we used to live together? When we were young, we lived together. Do you remember that? Whippy Longstockings. And you used to beat me fucking senseless, and we didn't have any kids. We did have a kid after a while. I feel like I somehow had to trick you to make the kid thing happen. Oh, that's right. I had to call you a witch. That's right. I forgot about your sex things. Okay, right. Well, now that we're the same person, why don't you bring me something unusual in order to seduce me? She refuses to give you an orchid. Well, I mean, that's just typical of our relationship. At last. Oh, God, it took so long. I came down here thinking I'll just play the game for 20 minutes so I can die and have all the footage of one character and put that together into a video. It's been an hour and a half waiting to die. Oh my actual God. Well, okay, let's read it and then we can get out of here. Blah, 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 rests in the arms of the Lord at 86 years of age, pretty old. He died of unknown causes. He just turned around, winked at everybody in the court and said, well, looks like it's time for a tumble. And then he faded away with a faint sound. He went into the sex realm, never to return. It's all great. Known for spending most of his nights in his laboratory. What? He was also an evil scientist. Okay. He was believed by many to be nothing more than a warlock, concocting unholy spells in the secrecy of his castle. This description has no relation to anything I think happened in this campaign, but whatever. It turns out that I was playing as a ghost the whole time. There was no Primal Genestealer. It's a Wizard of Oz scenario. It was just a warlock conjuring the perfect sex demon to try and reproduce as many times as possible. But then that sex demon got a mind of its own and started possessing other people, and then it did this self-cessed roleplay thing. Anyway, it's almost certainly yours, my Sobbin, ascends to the throne. Easily one of my least favourite children, a known traitor, a general piece of shit. His eyes always set upon the next target. The vassals of the realm do well in locking up their spouses, as it's almost certainly yours, my sovereign, takes the throne. Amazing. So everyone already thinks that this new Genestealer is going to start sleeping with their wives, and they're almost certainly correct. Boom. The game carries on. The bishop won't endorse me. There's all sorts of stuff to do. I'm just gonna go. What an amazing life the Genestealer had. It was way too long. It wasn't as tumbly as I thought it was going to be. I feel like Crusader Kings 2 was tumbler, but you know, we at least we did the whole dryer thing. At least we had those sequences to talk about. I said a lot of things about a dryer, and I don't regret saying any of them. I'm not quite sure what they were, but I'm sure God's on board with it all. Okay. So guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.
Oh! Better subscribe!